You know, while that intro was playing, I'm sitting here listening to music, and I'm thinking to myself, I generally don't like this electronic music crap, but wherever DM Foss got that music, it's not that bad. It's a lot better than some of that electronic shit.
It's got you hypnotized, don't it, Rich?
Uh, that's one you can actually tap your foot to while listening to. You know what I mean?
You, you heard it here first, folks. Subliminal messaging.
It's all DM Foss's fault. That damn mouse. Anyway, welcome to the show, folks. Yeah. With us there on the panel so far, we have Mr. Jason Stewart. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Rich?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that I actually like the music or it's just the painkiller that I took for the toothaches taking effect. I don't know. I'll let you know later. I don't know.
Well, if one works, two will work out better.
Uh, also with us so far is Kingpin. How are you tonight?
Blackout coffee.
Yeah, get you some blackout coffee, folks. Link down below and use the coupon code too. Save yourself 20% off the first order. Out there in the chat, we got the both of you so far and Two Live Moo popping out there, posting some silly face. Ooh.
It's Blue Moo.
So, YouTube, what do you want to talk about?
Hard times.
I'm glad you picked up on that. I don't know why I did that. I should have did that last night. It's the wrong show for that, right?
Hard times, unloaded, unlimited.
You know that silly cow. I think he has a link, but he won't ever use them. He always has excuses. He's got people over and stuff. You know, if he didn't run a hotel out of his house, he wouldn't have that issue.
Yeah, Moo, you're allowed to come on here. You can drink on here. You're fine. Come on.
He's done it enough. I mean, he should know by now. Hey, damn, I can't quit yawning.
Well, damn, I didn't know where to start the show, Rich. Put people to sleep.
I'm putting myself to sleep.
Yeah, that's worse. How do you think the audience feels?
You should have started the show with hello, everybody. Good night.
Yeah. Hey, I'm from Pennsylvania, but my name ain't John Fetterman. Come on now.
95, 95, 95.
And 95, 95.
I support fracking. I don't. I support fracking.
When I get to Congress, I will support. What was it? The right to work or something?
And then you got his wife. Her life's goal was to be the wife of a senator. That's quite the goal you got there, lady. But is she really a lady? Remember back back in January when he had disappeared and nobody knew where the hell he was? His wife took the kids and took off to Europe. Well, he's in the hospital somewhere.
Yeah, we knew where he was. He was in the mental hospital.
Yeah. Hey, Coop.
What's going on, Coop? Coop's got a pretty good setup. If you guys, he doesn't really put out like videos too much. Sometimes he will, like if he's got an unboxing or something. He likes to do a lot of the live streams, and he'll kind of like old school gun channel stuff where he'll play a congressional hearing mostly about firearms, but he'll cover the rest of the stuff too. And a bunch of cool people hang out in the chats. And he pays attention to his chat, unlike somebody I won't name, Rich White. And so he's
hold up now. I was the first person to say hi to Coop because I'm paying attention to the chat, so don't even go there.
Anyway, that's what a guilty person would say.
Uh,
But no, check out Coop. He's got, just hit the bell, and when he goes live, you can join in with him. He does a good time.
Hey man, I can't make comments on StreamYard. What's up with that?
I don't know.
You know how
Maybe
we
they changed it again.
That's not cool, man.
No, I got it. It says over here. I didn't do all that clicking and all that kind of stuff. I just go back over to YouTube if I type something. But I've got the join the chat option still.
Oh, it's not giving me that.
You'd think that if somebody is listed as being the co-host, they would automatically have that.
Yeah,
Christian 740's out there.
Yep, I'd like to say hey
hey
to
Chris,
Chris.
what's going on?
Oh, Moog says he's actually eating dinner with his wife. That's his excuse for not jumping in this time.
Oh, I call BS. He's
I
drinking.
was going to say, is that a forgivable excuse, or are we going to call shenanigans on that one? But I think Jason already did.
You can join us while you eat. We're easy to get along with.
She's probably used to thinking you're talking to yourself anyway.
Your choice. You can listen to her, listen to us. It don't matter.
He's got a flat tire, ran out of gas, and he's got a friend coming from out of town. Yeah, all this while eating dinner with the wife on top of it. Man, Moo, you having a bad day.
It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, and they broke his watch on top of it. Now, the real question is, does he have Carrie Fisher trying to shoot him with an M16?
I have no choice but to do it. And it might be an obscure quote from the Blues Brothers movie, but ever since before I even saw the Blues Brothers movie, this quote was important to me because my uncle. But somebody mentions Blues Brothers, I have to go Orange Whip, Orange Whip, Orange Whip.
Spray glue. This is powerful stuff.
Ran a mission from God.
The penguin.
What are the odds, man, that all those famous people were owning like restaurants and pawn shops and shit?
Breaks my heart to see a boy go bad so young.
Toast, plain.
It's got a 440 plant, cop shocks, cop brakes.
You sold the caddy? Hey, Bernie. Just to make quoting things from the Blues Brothers, and it's all Moo's fault, and he's not even in here.
The last thing I ever do, I'm gonna catch that sucker.
Don't forget, Nazis driving a Pinto station wagon.
You, how much for your wife? How much for your children?
Does anybody really think the Nazis would have been driving a Ford and not a Volkswagen, though?
Well, it was a little Dr. Fauci looking Nazi, so. Ford Pinto wagon, that fits.
They were in the United States. Why wouldn't they be driving a Ford?
Because they're Nazis, and the Volkswagen was made by the Nazis.
Right, yeah, but Japanese people don't. I mean, there's Japanese people that drive Chevys and Fords and stuff like that. Plus, they were probably undercover anyway. I mean, like,
They were wearing the uniform. They weren't very much undercover.
when you see a Volkswagen driving down the street, you're like, there goes Hitler.
If they were undercover, they were doing a really bad job of it. And to finish Wood's quote, hit it.
We would like to thank all the representatives of the Illinois law enforcement community that have chosen to join us at this time in the Palace Hotel ballroom.
Oh, by the way, that was an actual mall that they were driving through. They were renovating the mall, so they got permission to drive the cars through the actual mall.
Oldsmobiles are in early this year.
Is that what you want to talk about? Movies?
I don't know.
Well, hell, that's us. We're the good old boys.
Yeah. Couldn't think of any Western songs, so start singing the theme to Rawhide.
Stand by your man.
Mm.
Well, the pay for tonight's $300, but you boys drank $400 worth of beer.
And again, they broke my watch. How many times did somebody in that movie get their watch broken? Anybody ever count that? Yeah, Moo, your camera ain't working, man.
Because I'm the Moose Brothers, man.
Because it's dark and you got the sunglasses on the camera.
There we go.
Thanks for joining us, sir. Good to be with you.
Good to see you guys. What's going on, fellas?
I don't know. We just been sitting here doing Blues Brothers shit because you said something out in the chat and got us all going down that.
I was trying to eat my watermelon as a dessert, and you're giving me shenanigans. So
4 whole fried chickens and a Coke.
and a Coke and 2 slices of white bread toasted.
Plain.
4 whole fried chickens. That sounds like something I'd order. Oh man. So what's on the docket tonight, Rich? Gonna solve anything?
I don't know.
No.
You know how this show goes.
For sure. Anybody, I didn't catch Hillbillies. I caught a little bit of Hillbillies show last night. I think he was drinking some seltzer.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Well, you can get the hell out of here without your 4 fried chickens, without your white toast, and without Matt Guitar Murphy.
You better think. Try to do to me.
You know, if dude was married to Aretha Franklin and he was such a good guitar player, why didn't the two of them form their own goddamn band and tell those 2 idiots to hit the road?
Don't you blaspheme in here now. Don't you blaspheme.
Don't you blaspheme. You know, when I was in college, my brother gave me one of those laser disc players, you know, like the size of an album, where you had to flip it over halfway through. And we had like 5 movies, and the Blues Brothers was one of them.
Yeah.
So, of course, with 5 movies, you're going to watch them more than once. So we watched that thing nonstop, man, for 4 years.
Yeah, first time, I remember the first time my son saw the movie. He was about 12 years old, and he just laughed his ass off the whole time.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Murph and the Murph Tones.
And the Murph Tones with those blue suits on. Oh man.
And that's a kitty out there in the chat.
Let's see.
And Gabriel. Who else?
Bringing
Missed anybody else?
Bringing up the chat. Oh, Chris from the 740 said Scotsman's fallen asleep on the show. I logged in for a few minutes and I seen he was pretty south of the border, if you know what I mean. And I don't know. I don't remember what I did, but yeah, he was feeling no pain. Yeah, I didn't see him pass out.
I didn't catch any of Coop's show not Coop, Hillbilly show last night. After we got done with the wrestling show, I went to bed. I was beat. But according to Scotsman, he fell out of his seat. He was saying that on his show that they were talking about. He said, "Yeah, I fell out of my chair." He's like, which makes it even better is I'm not even sitting in that comfy leather chair when he passed out. He was sitting on a stool.
I'm Gabriel. I think you might be right. Maybe they were kind of reddish, pinkish.
Yeah, they were. I think they're like a reddish maroonish color or something like that. No, he mentions it. Yeah.
It must have been that parallel universe I was watching.
Well, there was somebody in that movie that wore a blue suit, I thought.
No,
I think it was the cop.
When they played the Palace Hotel ballroom, weren't they wearing blue suits, like
that might have been
ruffled shirt tuxes or something?
See what happens?
They were wearing like that neon blue tuxedo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey man, everybody needs somebody to love.
Somebody to love.
Somebody to love.
Sweetheart to miss.
You.
Sugar to kiss.
Rawhide.
She caught the Katie and left me a mule to ride.
No, we're going back to Carrie Fisher where they get in the sewer. Baby takes his sunglasses.
Baby, come on. You know I love you. And he kisses her and drops her. He's like, that's
Drops her. He's like, let it go. That's the best. Oh man.
Hey, boy, did you get my cheese whiz?
But when Carrie Fisher knocks the building down that they're in by the train tracks, they crawl out of the bricks and stuff.
Boys, you've got to learn not to talk to nuns that way.
They're in those school desks, and they go down the stairs. They're like hunching, like hopping the desks after she beats the hell out of him with the stick, with the ruler. Please don't kill us. I love you, baby.
And tonight's ladies' night. The Blues Brothers, Rhythm and Blues Review.
The review, that's right.
Every time somebody has a cameo in that movie, take a drink. You won't survive to the end.
Oh, John Candy.
Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles, Cab Calloway.
Oh,
Arlie Hooker.
They're all the best, man.
John Candy, Arlie
You already
Hooker,
Yeah.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, the blind guy running a pawn shop.
He shoots that with the big freaking 44 revolver or whatever that was.
Hey, don't you go trying to steal from me.
Wasn't Brian Dennehy in that movie?
Yeah, he might have been.
And M. Gabriel's got the quote right there. It is. Bang.
Both kinds of music.
Country and Western.
Mm-hmm. Orange Whip.
That's the one.
Real funny trying to eat corn on the cob with no teeth.
You boys got your union cars? No gas. Yeah, we ran out about a mile ago. No, we got no gas. Truck's late. Boys, this here's a story about Minnie the Moocher.
Oh, yeah. That was a good part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so my daughter, she's very interested in my childhood and, the 80s stuff and all my old movies that I quote and stuff like that. So I think I mentioned that before on the show, but so we've been systematic. Whenever she comes home, we have a couple of movies on my list that she has to watch. And Blues Brothers was one of them a few weeks ago. So she loved it.
Do you have Kentucky Fried Movie?
I do not.
That's a pretty good. It might not be. The whole thing might not be appropriate for your daughter and you to sit there and watch. I don't know how old your kid is, but
She's 21 now.
oh well. I mean, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Let's see. I got to go into my notes on my iPhone. Let's see. Okay. We've watched Airplane, Outsiders, Flash Dance, Me, Myself, and Irene, Animal House, and The Big Lebowski.
It's a pretty stellar lineup.
Yeah, that's stout right there.
We got Better Off Dead, Tommy Boy, 3,000 Miles of Graceland. Those are coming up.
Oh, 3,000 Miles of Graceland is awesome.
Oh, I love that movie, man. It's so bad, but it's good, right?
I know, right? It's so cheesy, but it's so good at the same time.
I
You
got
guys-
Top
you guys-
Secret.
You
with
guys
Val
know
Kilmer.
the golden rule, right?
What?
The golden rule.
He who has the gold makes the rules.
Fuck
Oh,
the
yeah.
gold. He's got the 45 makes the rules.
You got have you ever seen Freddy Got Fingered?
No.
Oh, dude, what's the guy's name? Tom.
Tom
who's-
Green.
Yeah, Tom Green. It's his.
Oh,
It
Isn't
is. A lot of people don't like Tom Green's shtick, but this
Mhm.
movie is funny, man. You'd love it. It's called Freddy Got Fingered. If you happen to watch it, just remember, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy,
I got Stripes and Spies Like Us.
I got a
Planes, Trains-
job, Daddy. And a cheese sandwich.
Cheese, Daddy.
You gotta get the vacations movies in there.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I got
leave those out.
Red Dawn, Fast Times, at Ridgemont High, Revenge of the Nerds, Beverly Hills Cop,
Dazed and Confused.
History of the World Part 1, Meatballs, Johnny Dangerously. My sister kicked me in the balls once.
Once. My grandmother hung me on a hook once, Johnny. Once. And he opens the doors like, let's go.
Oh, and Up the Creek. It was kind of a.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, remember when they were in the Suburban with the raft on the top of on the roof, and they're road tripping, and they're like, "Hey, what do you guys want to drink?" You know, and it's like a brandy Alexander and a pina colada, and this, that. And everybody gets a Bloody Mary with no ice with a celery stick in it. Here's your brandy Alexander. I thought that was funny.
You can skip the
Did you have
Police Academy
Caddyshack on the
movies.
list? Gotta watch Caddyshack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Police Academy movies were pretty good too. At least the first couple.
Oh, you gotta have Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Pulp Fiction. You gotta have Pulp Fiction on the list, right?
Oh, we've watched that several times.
It's okay. I'm his attorney.
Boondock Saints.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I want you to reach in that bag and pull out my wallet. How am I gonna know which one's yours? It's the one that says bad motherfucker on it.
Oh, that's Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter's ex-boyfriend. No, wait, it wasn't her boyfriend. No, it was my son's best friend. His name was actually Jules, and he was named after the character, and he carried a wallet that said bad motherfucker on it. It was hilarious.
Did you have a fro too?
You gotta get Footloose in there.
No, he was too white for the fro.
Hey, I've seen some white boys with fros, man. That don't mean anything.
Oh, I think
Racist.
my son's got a fro, man. That dude, he's a hairy son of a bitch.
Did you say Footloose?
I think he said Footloose.
Yeah, Footloose is a great movie.
Oh, we-
Everybody Footloose.
We watched Footloose like 10 times. Yeah, there's so many good movies on this like 80s list, man.
Better movie, Karate Kid or Karate Kid Part 2?
Oh, the
That's a-
original.
It's a trick question.
No, the original.
I always like the second one a little better. I don't know
The
why.
second one was pretty well done. It's kind of tough to compare them because it's not exactly a sequel,
Right.
just
Right.
another movie that happens to have the same title.
Right.
So
You had that
again,
whole, that mentor thing with Miyagi and LaRusso, you know,
Yeah.
and that whole buildup of like wax on, wax. I mean, it all
Yeah,
meant something. And
I think when I was a kid, I liked the first one better because I could relate to Daniel in a way because, being in school and everything at the time.
yeah.
But then as I got older, I started liking the second one better.
Oh,
Well, the second one also spiced it up a little bit because he wasn't going to lose a tournament. That Asian dude was going to kill him.
Right. It was for real that time. Because even Miyagi says to him, Daniel-san, this no tournament. This for real. That just added a little bit more to it,
I had to go back through my list. I had to add Freddy Got Fingered on there. Wait, what's
That's a completely dumb movie, and you'll probably leak a little bit of your brains out of your ear after you finish watching it. But
that's
you'll
what I'm all about. Yeah, it's like Starship Troopers kind of a thing,
killer clowns from outer space.
What about Piranha 3D? That was awesome.
Mars Attacks.
Oh, yes,
Can I
Mars
have that?
Attacks.
Yeah, she loves that one. When Sarah Jessica Parker's head was on the dog, which is not too much of a stretch.
Well, no, it'd been more appropriate if it was on a horse, but
Yeah, horse face.
Howard the Duck.
Howard, I love Howard the Duck.
That
That's
was awesome.
on the list of worst movies, but I freaking love that movie.
Who was the chick? Was that
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson? That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
when he laid down the law on that one.
The one nude scene in Howard the Duck was a duck taking a bath. It was like the cartoon when you see when they would have the nude scenes in the cartoons, like where Duck was taking a shower, she would grab the towel and wrap it around her real quick. They redid that in Howard the Duck. If you're paying attention, when he's like going through all the buildings and stuff on the Duck World.
Yeah, like when the duck in the cartoons never has pants on, but when he comes out of the shower, he's got a towel wrapped around his
Yeah, Donald was always good for that one.
Yep. Welcome
Airplane.
to 80s movie night.
Airplane may be the PG movie with the best nude scene in it.
Oh, Naked Gun. Naked Gun was a pretty good one.
When O.J. Simpson was in a wheelchair going down the steps on the in the grandstands.
Yeah, Naked Gun and Naked Gun 2.5. What was it? 2.5?
No, Naked Gun, Naked Gun 2, Naked Gun 33 and a third.
Yeah, it was,
33 and
2 and a half and 33 and a third.
I saw 2.5 and 33 and a third in a theater. Get this, with a church youth group.
Sexual assault with a concrete dildo. What the hell was you even doing there?
I've been swimming in raw sewage, and I love it.
Is this some kind of bust? Yes, it's impressive.
Nice beaver.
Thanks, I just got it stuffed.
Yeah, stuffed.
Enrico Palazzo. Enrico Palazzo.
The best part about the quote I just did, if you guys remember, George Kennedy behind him picks up what looks like a power drill and turns it on. Then it has this big, huge rubber dildo on the end of it.
It's the same old story. Boy meets girl. Boy falls in love with girl. Girl dies in a tragic blimp accident. Good year? No, the worst.
Have you guys seen the new John Wick yet? The number 4?
I haven't seen any of them.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Been wanting to.
I'm kind of waiting. Well, my daughter, she's seen the first one, but not 2 and 3. So when she comes home, maybe we'll do the 2, 3, and 4.
You can skip 3.
Yeah, I know. It was kind of weird. It was like the fight sequences were in slow motion. They could have sped it up in post production or something.
Going back to Leslie Nielsen movies, you got to add Spy Hard and Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Oh yes.
Enfield, you idiot!
You go a little bit further back and go to some of the westerns Leslie Nielsen was in as like a regular, like non-comedic character.
Was the Red Planet or something, the sci-fi movie he did way back in the day, which was when Robbie the Robot, I think, was his first appearance in a movie.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think it's The Angry Red Planet or something like that. He's an astronaut who goes to this planet looking for a scientist or something, and the guy ends up being like this mad scientist guy. It's a sci-fi classic from back in like the 50s. Most of Leslie Nielsen's career, he was playing villains and shit. It was the first time he ever did comedy was Airplane. He was always like,
he should have started doing those comedies.
He was good at playing the villain and stuff in movies. Because most of the time, he would be doing westerns like was it Kingpin or Jason said, and then he would do like gangster movies and stuff. I think it was an episode of Bonanza where he was a villain on that. Somewhat, he played like this crooked army officer in the cavalry. I think it was Bonanza. Might have been Big Valley. It was one of those old TV westerns.
Oh, funny face.
Oh, and speaking of westerns, no movie list would be complete without Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
Whew, that was close. Almost went and lost a $400 hand cart.
Up yours. Oh, I'm sorry about the up yours part.
Well, don't just be laying there getting a suntan. Put them shovels to work.
When I go visit my dad, we always watch all the old. I mean, he watches Perry Mason and Bat Masterson and Gunsmoke and all those every day. We'll be watching a show
Honda.
or the news or something, and there'll be like a 30-second timer come on. He goes, like right in the middle of a story or something. Got to switch channel. Got to go catch the beginning of Perry Mason or something.
You would do it for Randolph Scott.
Randolph Scott.
Whatever happened to Randolph Scott? Riding the trail alone.
Don't
Are
worry
we
about
awake?
him. That Alky couldn't even hold a gun, let alone shoot one.
Are we awake? I don't know. Are we black? Yes, we are.
Black?
Well, then I'm awake, but very confused.
Well, you are my guest. What is it you like to do?
Screw.
Play checkers? Screw?
Yeah.
Well, let's play checkers.
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw some controversy out there. I dare say that Blazing Saddles isn't even one of Mel Brooks's. I'd say it hardly cracks the top 5.
This man is a heathen.
Night Jump Queen.
Bingo. History of the World is better than History of the World Part 1 and 2 is better than Blazing Saddles. Young Frankenstein.
Hilarious.
And then Blazing Saddles.
Hilarious.
They're funny, but I like Blazing Saddles better.
Oh man, Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, Young Frankenstein.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
And Terry Garr was such a young thing. She was so
Uh-huh.
hot when she was young. Oh, goodness.
Well, she was still hot in Mr. Mom, you know.
Oh yes, I had a crush on her from Mr. Mom.
She actually looked like a girl I was dating back in high school. It was kind of crazy. Of course, I didn't imagine her at all at any time. 38, 39, whatever it takes.
My Anxiety wasn't the greatest movie. I mean, it was funny, but it felt a little rushed.
Which one?
My Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Oh,
The one that was a parody of the Hitchcock movies.
you know, I don't think I ever saw that.
You never saw that one, where Mel Brooks played the psychiatrist, and he had
I don't think so.
Yeah. Here's your paper. Here's your paper.
yeah.
Elephant Man.
That's not funny.
It kind of was. I'm not
You
an
are a
animal.
sick motherfucker.
Wasn't for him.
It's kind of like laughing at midgets, you know. Sort, you know, they can't help it.
Hey, if you laugh at midgets, you got to watch Under the Rainbow.
Oh, I was going to say Under the Rainbow.
What about I just blanked out on the name of it. Haunted Honeymoon. What'd you guys think of Haunted Honeymoon?
Oh, Honey Honeymoon was good.
I don't remember that one.
I don't think I do either.
That was the one where Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner were radio stars, and they're engaged to get married, and they go to Gene Wilder's aunt's house, played by Dom DeLuise, in drag.
Mm-mm.
You've never seen that one? Oh, you got to watch that
I
one.
got to put that on my list.
It's and Rich can correct me on this because I might kind of get it wrong, but it's almost like a parody of Clue.
In that same vein.
If you haven't seen it, I don't want to ruin it because if I tell you much more, it'll ruin the entire.
Yeah, it's a murder mystery kind of movie. It's in the same kind of comedy vein as what Clue was.
And if we tell you anything else about it, like I said, it'll ruin the entire movie because the whole movie sets up to the surprise, you know. So it keeps you wondering the whole time.
Well, I appreciate that.
All right, look, you got to get some John Candy in there from the 80s.
Oh,
You got to
Great
get
Outdoors.
Armed and Dangerous.
Great Outdoors, Armed and Dangerous.
Got to get
Flash.
Harry Crumb. Got to
Harry
get
Crumb.
Harry Crumb.
Armed and Dangerous is already in there. When he was running down the expressway when they're in that traffic jam, he takes over that. He opens up that semi door, and the dude goes, "Hey, Slim,
Yeah. Hey, climb on in here, Slim.
you climb
See
on
how
in here."
fast this son of a bitch will go.
I'm just laying here with my hands between these two pillows.
Those
Those
are
are
pillows.
And he goes in there, and all the towels are gone. He has a washcloth to dry off with. He's like ankle deep in water, and
It's Flash when he's trying to pretend he's Swedish, and the guard actually speaks Swedish. And Swedish tells him, "Hey, babe, I got a 12-inch penis." The guard just looks at him when they walk by.
The sidekick in Who's Harry Crumb was pretty cute.
What was the one in
Yeah, she was. Shawnee Smith.
in the cabin? Oh, was it Canadian Bacon? Is that the one he did the 72 ounce or 76?
Oh,
Yeah.
The Great
96.
Divide.
The Great Outdoors is when he
Great Outdoors.
ate 70, and then the guy was like, "You got to eat all the gristle."
That's
Yeah,
Gristle.
Canadian Bacon was Michael Moore's one good film.
That fat piece of shit. He can suck a dick.
But Canadian Bacon is funny as hell. We're going to invade Canada.
Come on through. Do you have any ID? It don't matter. Come on in.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, sir. Your van's only in English. In Canada, it also has to be in French. And he kills out a pen and starts writing on the side of the van. Yeah, okay, you can go now.
Is that the EL50?
The EM50,
EM50. That was right.
urban assault vehicle.
Vehicle. Man, we're like bridging all kinds of gaps here on these movies. Is that a spatch? It's the old Aunt Jemima treatment. Where's your sergeant? Blown up, sir.
Sir, what kind of training are you doing? Military training, sir.
That's on backwards.
That's a fact check.
My grandfather loved that movie, man. Every time it was on, it was always on that console TV in the end of the living room, like 50 feet away from the recliner.
You're talking about Stripes, right?
Yeah, Stripes. I got the director's cut around here somewhere
Not,
on Blu-ray or DVD.
Just one final question: are either of you homosexuals? What do you mean, like flaming? No, but we are willing to learn. When they send us someplace special.
we are willing to learn. That was great. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Just give Uncle Sam your autograph right there. Best wishes. Get well soon, Sammy.
Uncle Sergeant Hooker is like our big toe. And if something happens to Sergeant Hooker, I just want you guys to know I'll step in and be that big toe.
Welcome to Italy.
My name's Francis, but people call me Psycho.
Call me Francis, and I'll kill you.
Any of you homos
Any
go
homo,
touching my stuff,
I kill
and I
you.
kill you.
Oh, lighten up, Francis.
Oh, that's great.
Women like me because I rarely wear underwear. When I do,
What I
it's
do,
usually
something
something.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help myself. Shit, let's see.
I gotta dry out. I'm gonna be dead before I'm 30.
Let's see. Let's see. Stripes. 1981.
Mhm.
Holy crap.
If you want to do 80s, man, you got to get Risky Business. That was
Oh,
top
yeah.
80s.
She's seen that. Yeah.
Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights is a good one.
You shut off my pinky toe.
White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, Harlem Nights. That is a real good one too. Remember, the girl had a pussy so good it float up in the air and turn into sunshine.
What about Fright Night? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Fright Nights.
Oh,
good one.
Wendell.
Hey,
Lost
you gotta
Boys.
be a biker or a trucker to be in this bar.
Oh, there's one damn problem with this town. Too many goddamn vampires.
Oh, gotta have the Lost Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
How you like your maggots, Michael?
Oh, I just got an email. My boss approved my my vacation over Labor Day.
The Lost Boys, that last scene where his grandfather says that and everybody just looks at him like, what?
What was that other movie with Kiefer Sutherland where they killed themselves for a minute?
Oh, Flatliners.
Flatliner.
Flatliners.
I saw that in a movie with my girlfriend. I thought she was going to rip my fucking arm off.
That wasn't your arm.
No, that was definitely my arm.
There's your baby arm.
Oh, speaking of Kiefer, man, you gotta get Young Guns.
Oh,
If you're
dude.
gonna watch Young Guns, you gotta watch Young Guns too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lou Diamond Phillips, freaking Emilio.
And when Young Guns comes on, and it's the opening credit scene, and they're all standing there fanning their revolvers,
Yeah.
try not to notice that they're like 1960 Smith and Wesson. They're not old-fashioned Western guns.
Oh,
So
see,
try not to notice that part, but then you'll be okay.
see, my wife and my daughter, they get pissed because I pause movies. I'm like, what gun is that? I'm like, that's a Bred 92. That's a single action army. That's a PS90. Whatever.
If you're gonna watch Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen, you gotta add Men at Work to the list too.
Men at Work.
Oh yeah. What about Car Wash? Remember Car Wash?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Men at Work? Just between me and you boys, that stiff's getting a little gamey.
Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, Breakfast Club for sure.
Oh, she's seen that a dozen times. Oh, he just canceled our one-on-one meeting for August 2nd. Nice.
What was the one with Howie Mandel and Ted Danson where they're like movers or something and they get caught up in like this?
Freak show.
No, so they get caught up in this gang thing and about horse races and stuff.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Can't remember the name of the damn movie.
A Fish
What
Called
about-
Wanda.
Oh, that was a good movie.
Yeah, Fish
Creep
Called
Show.
Wanda was good.
Guys, remember Creep Show?
Oh yeah,
That's
Creep
what I
Show
was
was
thinking
good.
of. Creep Show.
Creep Show was based on all those old '50s horror comics.
A Fine Mess.
Yeah, that was the Ted Danson
Ted
and Howie
Danson.
Mandel movie.
Has she watched the Lethal Weapons?
I think she has
Well,
at
yeah.
least 1 and 3.
Well, then you can watch Loaded Weapon. That's a
Oh
good
yes, Loaded Weapon. the obligatory beaver shot.
Cool Hand Luke.
Oh, and yeah, that's a good one.
A little bit
Not
older
80s,
than
but
80s,
90s, but
still.
still a good movie.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot.
Oh, that's a good one. And what was the other one that was like that?
Team America. That animated type of movie.
Oh, World Police.
Thorzax is out there.
Evening.
What was that? Something in Brown Shoe. Thunderfoot and Brown Shoe? What was that? Thunder. Damn it.
Comedy Western, Rustler's
Thunder
Rhapsody.
Speed.
You ever see Rustler's Rhapsody with Tom Berenger? Where he's a singing cowboy.
What about the villain with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, that Rustler's Rhapsody's in the same kind of vein as the villain, but Rustler's Rhapsody's better.
Oh,
10 Speed and Brown Shoe. That's the one I
Yeah.
was trying to think of.
here's one for you. Man, I can't remember I'm thinking of the name. It was a Western. Had Harrison Ford and Gene Wilder in it.
Oh, the Cisco Kid. Or
Yeah,
the Frisco Kid.
He was the Frisco Kid, but was that the name of the movie?
That was the name of the movie, The Frisco Kid.
Okay, yeah, the Frisco
Yeah,
Kid.
the one where Gene Wilder's a rabbi trying to get
Yeah.
his stuff back. Yeah.
The only really Western that I like is the Pale Rider.
Oh, that's a good one.
What was that when he was he spit on the guy's coat and he was selling the snake oil? It says, how was that on stains? Was that Pale Rider?
Mm-mm.
Pale Rider's the one where the family and the people were gold
Oh.
prospecting outside of town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's like
It
the
was-
main street of town, and La Hood was the bad guy, and
It was a sequel to
he was the
High
preacher.
Plains Drifter.
Yeah, he was the preacher in the
Yeah, was that the
Hot
one
little
where
15-year-old fell in love with him. And shit.
Yeah.
when they put him up in the cabin and the granny had she got
Yeah,
knocked on the ass and they put
Yeah.
some hot iron on the wounds and stuff.
Yeah, and he gets in the fight with the dude that played Jaws in James Bond movies, hits him in the crotch with the sledgehammer too, just like ice. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize that was actually the sequel to High Plains Drifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both have a similar plot to them.
Michael Keaton's Batman.
Oh, Michael Keaton's. What was it? Was it Made in America?
Made in America. Well, what's that?
Yeah,
Sure.
they took over the car plant. the
Oh no, that
Japanese.
was Gung Ho.
Gung
Yeah.
Ho. Okay, yeah. No more Twisted Sister. No more MTV.
This ain't an '80s movie, but every time that No Country for Old Men comes on, I do the Mel Gibson thing when he sees the Three Stooges come on. I just take the remote and I throw it across the couch. I have to watch. I have to watch it.
It's a good movie.
That is a good movie. What was that dude's name? Luella?
Llewellyn.
Yeah.
You know, and
USA all day. How can we forget Bueller? Ferris
Then
Bueller's
the,
Day.
Eddie Harrelson and Sugar with the suppressed 12 gauge and the frickin' pneumatic bike. Yeah.
Anton.
Yeah, shit. And then there was oh shit, what's his name? Big star, the cop.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Um,
God damn it.
The dude from
Men in Black.
Fugitive. Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
I can't believe we all drew a blank on Tommy Lee Jones, for God's sake. But,
I kept thinking Al Pacino. I'm like, that's not Al Pacino.
that's not right.
Tommy Lee Jones. He's like in every movie, like almost like Gene Hackman, you know.
Well then, if you mention Al Pacino, you gotta watch the movie Heat.
Oh, 100%. I just watched it again the other day. It's on Netflix right now. It comes up like, you might like this movie. I'm like, no shit. I've watched it like 100 times.
Even though they stole the whole ending from the movie Bullet, it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
USA All Day says the world according to Garp.
Oh,
Make it fly, Daddy. Make it fly.
the only scene that I remember is when she bit his dick off in the drive.
Yeah, right. Robin Williams finds out that she's cheating on him, drives back to the house with the kids in the car, and she's in the
I
driveway.
remember
She's giving the dude a blowjob, and he smashes right into the back of the car.
the other scene I remember is like, didn't a sniper like shoot his fucking mom on stage or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor brought up Carlito's Way and USA All Day. Oh yeah, we already said that one.
You got to get Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, I can't stand that movie anymore. My younger brother had
John
to watch that
Lithgow.
movie constantly. John Lithgow in World According to Garp. You may remember me from the 1976 Philadelphia Eagles, and Robin Williams just looks at him and says, "I've changed." Something like that. Like there's John Lithgow plays a transsexual in the movie.
Ozzy's out there barking at the moon,
Bark.
probably making some kick-ass holsters too.
I happen to be a proud recipient of one of those for my
You son of
Smith
a
&
bitch.
Wesson 380 EZ.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
I'm sorry.
USA All Day says weird science.
Oh, that's on the list.
Have you seen Seven Psychopaths? Fairly
that
recent movie, but really good. Christopher Walken's character in that just steals the show.
Oh, dude. Beyond a doubt, you guys have probably not seen this. Get your pencil, get your paper. Everybody out there in the chat, go find this movie. It'll be hard to find, but it's called At Close Range,
Oh yeah.
and it's got Christopher Walken and Sean Penn in it.
Oh yeah. I love that movie.
That is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh yeah.
It was my ex-wife's favorite movie. We used to watch it when we were kids together, and then later in life, when we got together, we watched it. We'd always have a good time watching that movie. That is a good film, man.
That's a great movie.
Christopher Walken's best movie he ever made, right there, man. He played that character perfect, man. Plus, it's full of every line that Christopher Walken had in the whole movie was like a one-liner, man. And I've been wanting to cut some clips out of that movie for some shorts or some gun videos, but he was pretty famous in that movie. Like, hey, that's a good-looking gun.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Jay. Man, that just went on my list. I forgot. Totally forgot about that.
At Close Range.
Yep.
It's got that little hottie girl in it too, man. What was her name? A little short-haired thing.
Mary Stuart Masterson.
Yeah. A young Mary.
Oh,
Stuart
what was the one
Masterson.
with Jodie Foster when she got raped on that pinball
Sexy
machine?
Sadie? Sexy Sadie?
Nope.
Where she got raped on the pinball machine? Yeah. She was Sexy Sadie. I don't remember the name of the movie. The Accused?
Let's see.
It's not the name of the movie, but Gangs of New York is a good one too. Gizzard, you ever?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Taxi Driver.
Hey, Giz.
Yeah. Hey, Gary.
Gizzard's in the
Hunter.
chat.
What was that one movie with the black? Not the black dude. He was a Russian, and he was like a secret sniper, and Natalie Portman lived next door to him and fell in
The
love.
Professional.
The Professional. Yeah.
He was
a French
training her
sniper.
how to
Yeah.
be an assassin.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
Yeah, that
don't
is a
forget the
good
plant. You know, when they were Gizzard.
Depending,
What's going
depending on
on,
where
buddy?
you live, it was either the Professional or Leon the Professional. It had two different names.
Yeah, Leon.
What's up, Giz?
What was the one? Of course, Maverick was a good one with her and what's his face? Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. He goes, "What's your name?" Johnny Harden. What's your occupation? Gunfighter. Let's just play some poker, kid. What was that one? What's going on, Gizzard?
Hey, Gary. We just somehow just all been talking movies all night. So.
What's new in your world, Gary?
Not a whole bunch. Just dreaming of eating real food and stuff like that, you know.
Well, you get tired of chicken feed?
Yeah.
A little scratch.
Are you not? I mean, I don't want to get into your medical record, John, but are you not feeling well, Giz?
Just had a wisdom tooth out Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Rub a little salt on it, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're funny.
Yeah. Chew some gravel in your gizzard.
Yeah. Thorzak's mentioned Fast Times. Did we mention Fast Times at Ridgemont High? I don't remember.
I don't think we did.
No, we
I
talked
thought we
about
did
that
for a second.
like right off the jump. We about that.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Phoebe Cates turned like 60 years old this week.
What?
Oh, yeah. I bet her titties still look the same.
Bet they don't.
And those little silver dollars were like in the spank bank for 40 years.
Oh, that was a good one, Gizzard. That cracking me up. Of course, I kind of wonder about it now, and I'd like to find out.
I didn't say I didn't want to see them. It just ain't going to be the same as they were 40 years ago.
They've got a lot of miles on them now, but you know.
So, well,
And speaking of her, you got to add Gremlins to the list.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Gremlin.
Damn it.
Well, if
You
we're gonna
guys
talk
get
about
Gremlins too, but you got to have the first one.
you have to throw Trolls in that movie, in that list as well.
Troll, yeah, Troll 2. Troll 2 is even better.
Mainly because Jennifer Aniston.
Mhm. Well, Troll 2 is the best worst movie ever. It's so bad, it's hilarious.
Oh well, man, if you're talking Jennifer Aniston, she was awful young. You gotta go watch The Leprechaun.
Mhm.
That's the one that I meant, not Trolls, but Leprechaun's the one Jennifer
I
Aniston.
forget who was in
Thank you.
Troll and Troll
Thank
2.
you, Jason.
Those movies creep me out.
Which one, Leprechaun?
It's like all that. And then the, what's the Pennywise one?
It
Yeah. I don't like those.
did Leprechaun make you afraid of Clover?
No.
Did it make you afraid of his avatar?
No. Because I could
His
just like
avatar does kind of look like the Leprechaun from Leprechaun. Let's just be
I
honest.
can just flick it in the head, you know. When they're waist high, you just flick them in the head.
You guys remember the movie The Thing?
Oh, that was
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
What, Heather Locklear?
No,
Swamp Thing?
wait.
No,
Oh,
not
The
Swamp
Thing.
Thing.
Oh,
No,
no,
Swamp Thing was what's your
uh,
face? Not
not
Heather
Bridget
Locklear.
Bardot. It was
Yeah, it's Adrian Barbeau. She was the one.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Swamp Thing.
Oh, I
And-
like when he healed her
and Heather
breath
Locklear,
in
yeah.
swamp grass.
Was Heather Locklear in it? I don't remember her being in Swamp Thing.
Yeah,
Was
she was the girl that Swamp Thing fell in love with.
No, that was Adrian Barbeau.
No, she was the mean scientist lady thing.
Now I'm
That's
gonna
so long
have
since
to
I've seen that
Google
damn
it.
movie.
I'm gonna Google it. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. The only way out is through. I remember that quote.
I haven't seen that movie in I don't know how long.
1982.
Yeah. It's probably been 1985 since I've seen the movie.
All right,
Your
man.
kid might not like it, Moo, but have you guys ever seen Watership Down?
I
Oh,
don't-
with the wabbits?
Don't think so.
Yeah, with the rabbits.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
that's
It's a really good movie, and the animation, when I was a kid, would scare the crap out of you because these rabbits are bloodthirsty when they fight. But it's basically a story of how communism is destructive, but they use rabbits, and it's really good. But some of the fight scenes are violent.
yeah, it's a little dark, but yeah, that's a good one.
USA All Day says Critters was pretty horrific. Was that the one with the little fuzzball alien things with that shot the spikes out of their back?
Oh, okay. Well, you got to get Hellraiser. And you gotta watch. Here's an important one. I don't know if you ever seen it. I Madman.
Never heard of it.
Oh, that's a trippy movie right there, man. I Madman. That's along the lines of like the Hellraiser type movies.
You ever seen the movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams?
Gotta
Nobody?
get Phantasm. Gotta get that in there.
Oh, and Scanners. Was it Scanners? Scanner?
Yeah.
There was a movie called Scanners.
The one
That,
that blew the guy's head up.
Blew their
Yeah.
heads up. Yeah.
But Phantasm, yeah, dude, that creeped me out, man, when I was a kid. That little ball that was like going through the house.
USA All Day says Heather Locklear was in Swamp Thing. I don't remember her being in that.
I don't remember her either.
But then again, like I said, I haven't seen that movie in like 30 years. So
I don't know how you forget. I mean, damn.
because the last time I saw it, I wasn't even a teenager yet, Jason. And I was probably more interested in it because of the comic book movie.
That's when she was hot. Before Tommy Lee ruined her and shit.
I'll throw you two quick movies.
He broke one of her lungs.
They both share some of the cast members. One movie really isn't all that great, but it did have a good looking broad in it. The next movie had a good looking girl, and the end was pretty good. But the first movie was Mannequin. And then the second movie to clean your palate from that would be Weekend at Bernie's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was in the Return of the Swamp Thing. Heather
Who
Locklear.
was? Oh, those returns. Okay, so it wasn't the first one.
Right.
No, it's the same one that had Adrienne Barbeau and stuff in it.
Was she in it too?
Yeah.
Adrienne Barbeau was in the first one.
The first Swamp Thing was like in the 60s and 50s. We're talking about the
Talking
80s.
about the 80s one, man.
Yeah, well, that one was called apparently Return of the Swamp Thing.
Was it Return of Swamp Thing? I thought it was Swamp
Yeah.
Thing.
Swamp Thing was Adrienne Barbeau.
How did we forget the top movie of all movies that have ever movied, but Emmett Honor and the Sword and the Stone?
What about Beastmaster?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
I forgot the original Blob. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that at my
That's-
grandparents' house, man. I was like,
Look.
I was downstairs. I was waiting for the blob to come down the steps.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna say Beastmaster with Tanya Robertson, you have to go with Sheena with her in it too.
Right.
It just for the lake scene, if you know what I'm talking about.
There's always those scenes.
All right, here's a debate question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
You got Conan the Barbarian movies, like The Destroyer, The Barbarian, the whole spiel of Conan. How do you guys think the Red Sonja series of like the Red Sonja thing went? Do you think it was a good spinoff, or do you?
It wasn't a spinoff. It's a totally different story.
Red Sonja's not going to exist if it wasn't for Conan. So
It's a completely different story. They were written,
Okay.
they're
It's
both
the same-
taken from actual novel
similar.
series.
So Rich agrees with me. Red Sonja was a spinoff of Conan.
No, I don't agree with you at all.
I liked Red Sonja, man.
Okay,
That bitch who
You
married
know-
Rocky was pretty hot, in my
you
opinion.
know what my email is? Okay,
Yeah.
that email account, just
Oh.
the name part of it, that was Schwarzenegger's character in Red Sonja, and I'll leave it at that.
All right. So you agree with me? Is what you're
No,
saying.
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you that Red Sonja is a spinoff of.
I got two
Conan.
people that agree with me. You do, and Jason just said that he thought Red Sonja was good, and I thought Red Sonja was pretty good too.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but it wasn't a spinoff, is what I'm saying. Especially since the one that played his girlfriend in Conan was the villain in Red Sonja.
Grace Jones?
No, that was Conan the Conqueror. We don't mention that one. Or Conan the Destroyer. We don't mention that. That one doesn't exist.
Oh, she was a bad one in James Bond too.
Yeah, Grace Jones. Well, Grace Jones
Oh,
wasn't
so-
a villain in Conan the Destroyer. She was the villain on his team in Conan the Destroyer was Wilt Chamberlain.
That's right.
She's still a villain. You ever see what that ugly bitch looks like?
Uh-huh.
So if we're
Remember the
talking
vampire
about,
movie she was in?
so if
Was
we're
it
talking
Vampire
about James Bond chicks.
Oh, Tanya Roberts again, right?
Barbara
Beauty
Bach.
would kill.
Well, I mean, do you go way back to way back? Like what? Ursula Andrews and Jane Seymour.
We just say yes and be done with it.
I said Barbara Bach.
Barbara
Daisy
Bach.
Duke's sister. Come on, man.
Since we were talking about black vampires there for a second, we gotta mention Blade.
Oh yeah, Blade. Blackula. You guys seen Blackula? Blaxploitation Dracula movie.
What was that movie called? Transylvania 65000 or something? But
Yeah, the one with Jeff Goldblum and Ed Begley Jr. Saturday the 14th.
Oh, that was a great one. That was awesome.
Family moves into that haunted house and all that weird shit happens.
Saturday the 14th. He's like a bat and he flies into the wall. Oh, bringing back some good old memories, man.
Any Chris Farley movie that you want to name?
Yeah, those were all pretty good.
All of them.
Yeah. Just Tommy Boy, what was the other one? Election Year or something?
Black Sheep. Yeah, Tommy
Black
Boy,
Sheep.
Black Sheep, Beverly Hills Ninja.
I think probably Tommy Boy was probably my favorite one.
It's only three I can remember.
It's because he fucking died young.
I know.
It's Jesus Christ.
know,
Have
but
some compassion.
I couldn't remember. I was trying to think if there was another one. I can't remember.
You ever seen his death photos?
No.
No.
His intestines bubbled out his mouth and shit.
Gross.
Ew.
How does that happen?
I don't want to know.
He was laying on the hotel floor and his mouth is open and it's almost like a balloon skin type coming out of his mouth, and I always was told it was his intestines.
Like when you reel a fish up from super deep and his belly's hanging out of his mouth?
Yeah.
Great. That must have been fun.
Uh-huh.
Wait, stop. Wait.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I've been fishing a few times, and I've never been fishing in deep water. You're saying that you fish come inside out when you fish from deep
Well,
water?
you got to be. You're talking like ocean fishing.
Yeah, I've been down.
Lakes and rivers won't get that deep. You got to be out in the ocean.
Yeah, I fished in the in the Florida Keys for 30 years, and when you're deep dropping down to 2 to 800 feet, when you bring a fish up, their swim bladder comes out of their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, and their eyeballs all explode and shit.
And if you catch a really deep fish and you reel them in too fast, they'll explode.
Okay, that's weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's pressure differences.
It's called Boyle's Law.
Yeah.
It's called Ocean Gate.
Yeah, the deeper,
Oh, Jesus.
the deeper the fish are, the more pressure they're under. So when you bring them up and the pressure releases, their blood and stuff boils and
Splat.
If we're gonna segue back into movies while we're talking about the ocean, what was that? It was that really. I'm pretty sure it was called Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, yeah.
And now, is that the one where the whole movie was the dumb person stuck in the middle of the ocean, just bobbing back and forth?
No, Deep Blue Sea, one where they were doing the genetic experimentation on the sharks to come up with the cure for cancer.
Okay. So I got my movies mixed up. The Deep Blue Sea. Okay, now. There's another movie, but the entire movie was somebody just stuck in the ocean. Like somehow they got dropped in the ocean and they were just
You talking
flopping.
about the chick that was like on a rock or something? She was surrounded by
No,
rocks.
it was a couple that got left by a scuba diving boat.
I'm
Right?
not sure what that one is.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Open water.
Yeah, open
Yeah.
water. Yep.
Yeah, then he had another one that was in that same vein where it was some chick that she got stranded on a rock or something when she was kayaking or paddleboarding or something. She's trying to get back to the land, but she can't because the water around her is all full of like bull sharks and shit.
Well, along those lines and long in the 80s, remember the movie Leviathan?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the movie Tom Cruise was in? Or am I thinking, am I mixing my movies up again?
Yeah, mixing that one up. Leviathan, they went to the bottom of the ocean, had like some kind of like deep sea mining thing or whatever, and you don't know what they stumble across, but they're in trouble, and it really turns out they like discovered a giant alien spaceship in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it's kind of like aliens underwater almost.
Yeah.
Labyrinth, I think, was the Tom Cruise movie where he had the.
Yeah, no,
Giant-
Legend was the Tom Cruise one.
Okay, that's the guy with like the giant red like.
Yeah, that was shit.
The Legend wasn't that where Will Smith was stuck in New York?
No, that's I Am Legend.
I Am Legend.
That's with his dog.
The zombie.
Because he hid nobody.
Curry. Legend's the one where Tim Curry played the devil when he had that big red suit with the big red head with the horns.
Yeah, okay.
And Labyrinth was the one with David Bowie where he kidnapped the chick's little brother or whatever.
I can't believe I'm blanking out on the name of it right now, but the kid was getting bullied, so he hid in the bookstore and was reading the book, and the book
Never Ending Story.
Never Ending Story, yeah.
Oh yeah, we got sucked in through the bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Poltergeist.
Yeah, right. Only less horrific.
The best worst movie I think that's out there is Tale of Two Cities. It's a stupid movie. Doesn't make any sense. It's not really
Makes
worth
perfect sense.
It's the movie itself is bad. I love the story. I love the book, and I watched the movie 100 times in a row. But it's just not like
Which version did you watch?
movie. The old school black and white one from the real.
Yeah.
There was a
Minneapolis
couple of.
and-
They make that movie a couple of times. This one.
It just doesn't make any sense. This is what another one.
Well-
And Rich is probably gonna flip out when I say this one. But the Maltese Falcon is the worst.
What is wrong with you?
Love that movie.
I love that movie.
It's so terrible. I love it, but it's terrible.
Humphrey Bogart?
Yeah, Humphrey Bogart. Yeah. Sidney Greenstreet. The dude with the weird eyes, whose name I can never fucking remember.
Peter Lorre.
Yeah, Peter Lorre.
But I said, oh man, I just totally blew my.
I intend to search your offices. Never give Peter Lorre his gun back. That's one thing I learned from the Maltese Falcon. Oh, a movie in that vein, but a comedy from the 80s. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid with Steve Martin.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
I was going to say it earlier, but Cannonball Run 2.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the sequels to Smokey and the Bandit.
I don't know if we've already mentioned it, but Ghostbusters.
Hooper.
Fletch.
All Fletches. Here's one. I think it. Well, it was the 80s, I bet. Remember Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
a
probably
good
would have
movie.
been that would have been the
Yeah.
80s.
That's fun.
Well, not every movie we've listed's been in the 80s. Let's be honest. Most of them have been 80s, but not all of them.
Yeah, that At Close Range and Stone Cold. Those are a couple of good 80s movies. I've watched them a lot. Always enjoyed them every time. Especially that At Close Range. But Stone Cold's a good one too. That Lance Hendrickson or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of his best roles ever. He was like Chains Cooper. That Stone Cold movie is really good.
Ghost Dog is a good movie. I can't think of the actor's name right now. He's famous for having like weird looking eyes. A big black dude. He was
Oh,
also
the
in
tiny dude,
huh?
Tiny Lester,
No, not that guy. No,
not Devo.
the movie he was in a movie called Ghost Dog, which was kind of a cheesy type of movie, but it was good. And then there was in another movie, something about point of view, like some African president got shot in New York, so they took the perspective from him. Then he took the perspective from another person. Then he took the perspective of another person to try to find out. Let me figure out this guy's name. It's Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, yeah. Now it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude with the funny eyes.
That you brought up Lance Henriksen. If you're going to bring him up, you got to bring up Aliens, which I don't think any of us has said Aliens yet, except in passing when it came to Leviathan, but we never actually listened to the movie itself.
Wasn't he also in the original Final Destination?
Who?
Lance Hendrickson.
I don't know, was he?
I don't know. He was in Terminator. Remember he was in Terminator? He was the cop.
Yeah, he was the cop. He was in that show Millennium. That was pretty good.
Millennium, that's what I was thinking of, not Final Destination. Of course, his second best role ever had to be Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead's a good movie, man.
Did you say Pumpkinhead?
Pumpkinhead. He's a
Dude.
fool, Ed Harley.
Pumpkinhead was the pinnacle of nightmare movie for me. Whatever it was about Pumpkinhead, which again was really a dumb movie. There really not much happened because it was all dark and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever, man, Pumpkinhead was embedded into my mind every time I blinked. That was too dark. that made me scared the crap out of me. I don't know why.
In that same in the movie, you had Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, Jeepers Creepers ain't bad. Of course, you got Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
You ever seen Trick or Treat?
Yeah, Trick or Treat. It.
What about? What do you guys think of or any of the Friday the 13th movies? Good movies. Same thing with Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Were any of them actually good movies?
The first Nightmare on Elm Street was really good.
Yeah, I like the Nightmares on Elm Street.
The
Or
original Friday the 13th wasn't too bad.
Yeah, the first two Friday the 13th movies were the best two.
I liked them all. I liked all of them, even when they got cheesy, got weak. Just like the Halloween movies,
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Even when they got the cheaper B rolls, I liked every one of them.
Yeah, when Jason Takes Manhattan hit cable, my grandmother and I stayed up one night and watched it, and she was laughing her ass off.
Now that one was pretty much the first one that kind of had funny scenes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he punched the dude's head clean off
Yeah,
the body.
yeah, dude
bounced
starts
down the
boxing him,
fire
and then
escape,
Jason just
and
looks
into
at him
the
and boom, and off
dumpster.
this dude's head. Yeah,
Yeah.
my grandmother lost it on that scene. I was not expecting my grandmother to laugh at that scene as hard as she did. I wasn't even expecting my grandmother to watch that movie with me, to be honest with you. But they had that one, and then it was either right before or right after it was Return of the Living Dead 2. And we watched both of those movies. Return of the Living Dead 2 probably had the best, most sexiest zombie ever in it. Chick walking down the middle of the street, butt ass naked. Didn't even look like she was dead.
Yeah, when they don't look like they're dead, that's how I like them.
What about
Seriously, any other movie would just been some naked chick walking down the street.
what about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Which one?
I guess we could criticize both of them. I like the first one better.
There was more than two.
Well, none of the rest
We
of
did
them.
three
Yeah,
of them.
none of the rest of them.
Actually, don't believe I've ever seen any of them. Maybe some cartoons or something.
The first one's not bad at all.
No, the first
'cause
one
it's-
wasn't
it-
One in the
it's-
80s?
Yeah, the one with they had Casey Jones helping them out and stuff like that.
And the second one, you had Kevin Nash was in the second one, but you wouldn't recognize him.
Vanilla Ice was the star. So,
Oh God, don't even remind me of that.
go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
In the second one, Super Shredder was played by Kevin Nash at the end of the movie when they were doing the fighting when Shredder mutates himself.
Here's another good 80s one for you. Tequila Sunrise.
Yeah. Did you ever see White Sands with Willem Dafoe and what the hell's his name? Mickey Rourke. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Against All Odds. That's a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of, was it Mickey Rourke? Angel Heart, the Angel Heart movie? That freaks me out, man.
No Way Out with Kevin Costner, where he's the Navy guy trying to find the spy, and it turns out at the end of the movie he's the spy.
Yep. That's a good one. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
That's cool.
That is so damn lame.
Don't Van Winkle me. Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
I clicked on something and my screen went blank.
Oh, that's not good.
It came back. We're good.
If you're watching this shit, you should buy some Blackout coffee.
Yes, you should. The link is down below, and so is a coupon code,
Of course,
which is
if
also
you're
on the screen
watching
right
this
now.
shit, you probably need some Blackout coffee right now.
We've got the
It's
best
not bad.
discount.
What kind of shit show is this? The kind where all we've done tonight is talk about movies.
Well, little known fact, movies like Donnie Brasco and The Goodfellas, every scene that you saw them drinking coffee, they were drinking Blackout coffee.
Mhm.
But they didn't get percentage off like Rich is offering, man. In fact, if it's the first time you buy it, you can get 20% off the stuff.
If you
can
don't like
help.
coffee,
You can help one fantastic YouTuber. In fact, two fantastic
yeah.
YouTubers.
and if you're one of those people that don't like coffee, they have tea and hot chocolate.
That's right. And merch.
Yeah. But the merch don't help us, so screw the merch.
No, it don't. Fuck that. Don't buy that stuff.
Yeah, just buy the coffee, tea, or hot chocolate. Screw the
That's
merch.
right.
If you happen to be an unsatisfied customer like Jason Stewart, just don't tell anybody.
Well, me and Jason were talking. He's come to the conclusion that he bought the wrong coffee for him. He should have bought the darker roast. See that it's you in Jason's case. It was user error.
What did he buy?
I bought the Morning Reaper.
Which is a medium roast. He
And,
should have bought the dark roast.
Yeah, I think I'll try something else.
I've had the Morning Reaper before. I've never had their dark roast. That and the FPC blend and the GOA one.
There you go, Jason. Get the GOA one. You can help me, Gizzard, and the GOA, Gun Owners of America. Fuck FPC. Those bastards are pro-abortion.
They are.
Huh?
They are.
Yeah, they wrote an amicus brief in the lawsuit that Planned Parenthood filed against the state of Texas.
I remember when I was pro-abortion in high school. Sluts.
They tried having a pro-abortion rally here. 5 girls showed up on a street corner, and that was the end of it. Nobody. They were getting ridiculed and stuff. It was funny.
Did you guys see Salty's video about? Oh, not Salty didn't make a video, so you guys might not have seen this one. But the Serbians were protesting against the LGBTQ people the other day, and the media called them violent right wingers taking over the streets. And when you go watch the video, it's a whole slew of women pushing babies in carriages, and they're just peacefully, quietly walking like in rows, marching down the street. If you want to look at it like that, but all of them got babies in their arms or babies in a stroller, but they were right wingers who had taken over the streets.
Them ones you gotta watch out for.
Defense Stat did have a question, and I don't know the answer to because I don't really do much with the whole body armor thing. He wants to know what a good level 3A backpack plate would be for, I guess, his daughter going to school. I have no idea.
I've got one she could slide in there, but she'd probably like tip over.
I don't know. I mean, if he's serious about that, I feel like Patriot in the Dark did some videos back in the day about backpack.
But didn't Paul Harrell do a video about stuff in backpack that could be bulletproof?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so. Yeah, I have no idea, Defense Dad. I can't help you there.
Put some pork ribs and some oranges in there.
Yeah, make your
And a
meat
high-tech-
target put in there.
High-tech fleece.
Use some of that YouTube clout and call all those companies and tell them to send you some free stuff to Penn State.
Who is it that made? I don't know any of the armor companies.
Snob said he would be pro-abortion too if you could do it 20 years post-birth.
Keep voting Democrat, you'll get that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Democrat.
Yeah. I mean, Ralph Northam wanted to do it up to a year after birth. Got to start somewhere, I guess.
I gotta do a quick fact check on you there, Rich, because that's not that's missing context. Pediatrician
Ralph Northam. Yes.
Governor of Virginia, when he said it, Ralph Northam,
Yes. Wanted to kill his own patient base.
after they were born.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Up to a year after birth. And there have been others on the left who have proposed up to kindergarten.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So, well, I think Paul Harrell, when he did his test, had 2A in one with a couple of books and 3A in another one with a couple of books. And with the books combined with the body armor, they did pretty good against rifle too, if I remember right. Do you remember it that way too, Gary? Or am I remembering it wrong? It's been a couple of years since he did that.
Yeah, it's been a while. I just don't. I've watched so many Paul Harrell videos.
I know the laptop didn't do shit.
No.
Bullet went right through the laptop like it was nothing.
Well, the good thing is, if you shoot him in a laptop and hits that lithium battery, it'll cauterize the wound.
Yeah, right. Snob wasn't far off when he said the yellow pages. Depending on those old, thick yellow pages, you guys remember the episode of Mythbusters where they used those?
Yeah.
Now we are going back to the 80s.
They took a couple yellow pages and they interlaced all the pages together, hooked it up to two armored personnel carriers with a chain with the phone books in between there. And the two armored personnel carriers, because the friction between each individual page
Couldn't pull them
weaved
apart.
together, couldn't pull them apart.
Nope. Then you had that one jackass that put a couple of phone books on his belly, duct taped him or whatever, and shot himself with like a 44 Magnum. I don't know if you remember that.
If you're in a school shooting, don't hide behind the bookshelf. Hide beside the bookshelf. Because when Paul Harrell did his video, the bullets didn't go all the way through the bookshelf. They couldn't make it all the way through the books. So if you're like in the school library, hide beside the bookshelf.
Find a fat kid.
With a big jaw.
Kick the fat kid in the knee and keep running. They go after, it's like the joke with if you're being chased by a bear, you only need a 22. You shoot the other guy in the leg and keep running.
Our high school, the kids went to the high school. It was just one floor, and they were doing the whole shelter in place. I said, if shit goes down, you take one of those chairs, bust the window out, and take off running. I don't give a shit what your teacher says. Get the hell out of there.
Oh, another one. Paul Harrell did another one of those. What in your home would be bulletproof? He shot a washing machine with a 9mm and an AR-15. Which one do you think was stopped and which one went through the washing machine?
I think the 9mm went clean through it.
9mm went clean through it, and the AR-15 and 5.56 was stopped by the washing machine.
Stop, but it's because once they penetrated the first wall, they started tumbling.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't have the point to make it through the other side. So.
I shot my dishwasher once. Man, she was pissed.
Oh, I bet she was. You shouldn't be shooting your wife.
She shouldn't have been standing there. She was busy working, and she went and got shot.
That's right. She should have been kneeling.
It's kind of hard to wash the dishes if she's kneeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our problem, Rich.
Boy, times has changed. I remember when we was in school, only thing we was scared of, we practiced climb under your desk and put your hands over back of your neck
Duck and cover.
Save you for the nuclear fucking bomb the Russians just fucking dropped
Yeah.
on you. Yeah.
The fence dad said, didn't worry about guns when we was in school. Just the morons just saw pipe bombs in the bathroom for fun. Well, another thing, we didn't have 24-hour news cycle when we were in school either. If you look statistically, back when we were in school, there would have been more cases of school shootings. It's just you didn't have CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC broadcasting it all over the goddamn place after one happened.
Mr. Knives is in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, nice.
Chocolate! Nice.
Chocolate.
In Moo's case, the fence dad, just so it provides some lubricity, that's all he worries about.
Some days.
Moo's probably like, what the hell are they talking about?
Monday Night Raw.
What? I had to step away. What did I miss?
You missed this. And I said, he's only worried about that for the lubricity.
Okay. Done just pretty good.
Oh, it got quiet in here.
I had to change my band-aids. I almost cut the tip of my thumb off last night. I got it.
Oh, that's always good. I didn't know cows had thumbs, but okay.
Well, they don't anymore.
Clipped your hoof, did you?
You have a thumb now.
And my middle finger got stabbed too. What the hell?
What the hell are you doing?
It'll
I
grow
don't
back.
know. I was cutting up a watermelon,
Maybe you got into a fight with
And I
your
got-
lawnmower.
and I got my buddy bought me a whole new thing of like a Bubba Blade kit. Dude, those things are sharp. And they always say the dull knives are the most dangerous, and I agree with that because you're putting more pressure on and you cut yourself when it lets loose. But this damn thing, I mean, on my thumb from the left side, it cut me all the way to the nail from front to back. Thing about lopped it off. Hurts like a mofo.
Yeah,
Damn.
I bet it does.
And then my
Yeah,
middle
fast.
finger, and then at the same time I stabbed my middle finger with the tip of it. And there's a big old slice in the damn pad of my middle
Okay.
finger.
Lesson learned here. You're not to slice the watermelon anymore.
It was delicious though.
It's because they were fortified with your blood.
Tastes a little irony.
Yeah, well, a little coppery maybe.
Yeah.
Well, just to be fair and honest and to help you out a little bit, Moo, in reality, a cut don't hurt that bad. I mean, a cut has a different pain to it, but it's not that bad. Let me tell you what I did.
depends.
Well, let me tell you, it don't hurt that bad after I tell you what I did. I started to make you feel better. You know what a come along is?
Oh yeah.
You know, your cable thing? Well, I was using a tree branch and a come along to pull an engine out of a car one time. Right? Well, I didn't have get this. This is what got me. I had the chain looped through on something on the engine and back up, and I just used a screwdriver to stick through two of the chain links with some vice grips on it to make like a pin. And I was changing the motor and got the second one and was putting it down in there. And at the very moment my hands was down there shaking the engine trying to get it to fall on the motor mounts to line up, the screwdriver pulled out and the chain fell and it dropped that whole engine on my thumb.
Dude, man.
It pretty much just like
Squeeze it like a zit.
Yeah, it popped my fingernail off. Let's just put it that way. The fingernail popped off.
No, Jason,
The whole thing.
I gotta stop you right here, man. After the story you told us what happened to you last night with your fingers when you were working on one job,
Uh-huh.
and now this one, you need to wear armor at all times on your hands.
Well, getting hurt at work wasn't my fault. The supervised second in charge, he threw that steel down behind me, and I didn't know it was behind me. Because there's a little gap, there's a walkway so you can
It
actually
doesn't-
get to your machine.
Jason, that doesn't change my point, man. You just need to get yourself some hand armor and wear it at all times at this point.
But
I swear.
I do remember when that engine fell on my thumb and I got my hand out of there. I remember I like ran around in circles in the yard for like 15 minutes just hollering fuck,
Oh,
and that's all you could do. That's pretty much all you could do.
yeah,
It was just like look at your thumb, holding your hand, and go fuck.
Yeah,
Run
you-
around a little bit and
You know,
look
the
at your
old-
thumb. And
yeah. You know the old windows, how heavy they were without the window weights to offset the weight. When I was like 10 years old, I had one of them smash my middle finger on my right hand and tore the fingernail off. I know that pain.
Man, you had to use a stranger for like a week and a half.
I was only 10. I wasn't at that point yet.
What? Slacker.
I had a girlfriend one night put her leg over on me while I was sleeping. Damn near crushed me to death.
Real quick, DM Foss is out there in the chat. So, evening to you.
The Murine base.
Of course,
Yeah,
he's
Jay.
still out there on the West Coast, so still afternoon for him.
He just woke up.
Oh, that's lovely.
The Barbie movie, huh? Hey, do you know why? There's the Barbie and then there's the Ken doll. Do you know why Barbie and Ken never had any kids?
No, because Ken has nothing. Ken's flat.
Because Ken comes in a different box.
I knew that one. I was going to ruin it for you.
The worst part is that joke gets ruined because they actually did make a pregnant Barbie doll at one time.
The hell you say?
My
Pregnant
stepsister
Barbie
had it.
doll.
Yeah, my stepsister had it. It had two bellies for the Barbie that clicked onto it, and there was this little baby figure that would fold up, and you could put it in the belly of the Barbie doll.
Man, would you imagine the floor of your house covered with fucking naked pregnant Barbie fucking dolls and shit?
Only in my dreams.
Man, you got weird dreams, and Moo wants to see the porno version of Toy Story.
You go in there to your kids' room, like, what the hell? Why don't you clean this shit up? You look down, there's a bunch of like naked pregnant Barbie dolls. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Bunch of coat hangers hanging around. Casey Milwaukee's best and top of the stairs.
Oh yes, Bernie. There's a link right down
Did you
below
say
in the
Spurny?
description.
Did you just call him sperm?
Hey! I'm trying to get the little plug that Bernie's pitching out there. So. Yes. Anyway, before we were interrupted by Jason and his sperm about something, down below there is a link in the description box and a coupon code that gets you 20% off your first order. Now you can continue with your depraved comments, Jason.
Well, when you started to say Burnaby, it sounded to me like you called him Spurnaby.
Okay.
Spurnaby Hanchez.
Sounds like a porno character. A bad porno character, but a porno character.
I think that was Spurnaby Jones or something.
Oh, no, that was Barnaby Jones.
Wasn't he a
They
private?
could do a bad porno parody.
He
of it, I
lived
suppose.
next door to Barbie.
Yeah.
Pregnant Barbie.
You don't hang a $100 dress on a wire hanger, Bernie. Just saying.
Cheap
No
plastic
more
hanger.
wire hangers.
Oh, wire hangers. Smack, smack, smack.
Yep.
See? You get some respect around here.
When I was a real little kid and I first seen that, I didn't understand what was going on. I was so little. I just noticed it. I'm glad my mom's not a mean bitch like that.
Yeah, right.
Freaking defense dad.
Yeah, I saw that comment too. Defense Dad said next year pregnant Barbie will have a beard and hormone pills in the accessories. Snob said they still
and
make it when it
Bud
comes to
Light.
the miniature metal coat hanger.
It's ambiguous, dearest.
She's gonna come up a Bud Light Harley Davidson too.
With those things shaved in her eyebrows, you know.
Speaking of eyebrows, I've noticed something, man. You always got to keep learning in life, right? You got to learn something every day.
I learn something every day watching the news.
I
There's
learn something
something
every
I
day, whether I
can't-
want to or not, and so most of it I don't want to.
There's something that there's a mystery that I just can't solve. I can't figure this out.
Sock it to
How
me.
come when you get to be like 50 years old, how come you grow one eyebrow hair 3 inches long before you find it?
No shit.
How'd that fucker get like 2-3 inches long before this is the first time you've seen it?
What's
I-
like the one
I
that
don't
grows out
understand
the
how
end
this
of your
happened.
ear too, man.
Well,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Those too.
and it does it overnight, and it's a flag to tell you to check your ear hairs.
And some smartass grabs a hold of it and pulls it, and it hurts like a son of a bitch.
You punch right in the spot.
Oh,
Okay. But back to Barbie.
Well, I was looking for a solution. I wasn't making a joke. I want to know for real. How come you can't never find that son of a bitch till it's 2-3 inches
I
long?
don't know.
There's
I
only
have
one.
not had that problem, so I do not have an answer.
No, it's those
There's only
things
one
that
of them too.
you realize late in life that nobody tells you about. You know, when you go to school, they tell you about the birds and the bees. They don't tell you when you get in your 50s, you all of a sudden have a rogue hair coming out of your nose and your face and your eyebrows and your head.
Edge of your ear, yeah.
Your ears are like a maniac.
Yeah,
I got one of those. I got one of those ear hair trimmers, man. That thing, I should hook that thing up to a 24-volt system.
Yeah, I've seen that demographic survey that they're doing, Defense Dad.
Yeah,
Snob
it's a-
there's
says
all kinds of surprises when you get older. Yeah, fun stuff.
Snub says the new Barbie for 2024. Pick your pronouns and gender. The 2024 Barbie will come with a dick and Kenny will still be smooth as hell. It'll be a clip-on dick, by the way. So just like the clip-on belly on the pregnant Barbie.
Like the clip-on tie.
Yeah.
You'll be selling real estate before you know it.
You guys just wait. You'll see. 2024 is going to be the year of the trans man. Trans men are going to take over biological male sports. Trans men are going to take over all the weightlifting competitions that toxic masculinity takes over right now. Just watch. Just watch. You're going to see one of these 115-pound bird-boned trans men do some amazing stuff in the NFL in the next year. Watch.
Snob says finally Gary will have his year.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Snob is shooting shots.
Damn.
Oh, I got
That's
Snob
me.
good last week, so or no, 2 weeks ago.
Fool me.
Cocksucker.
What the hell was it 2 weeks ago that I got Snob real good with during the show? I don't remember what it was. Oh, we were talking about how how small Snob is, and I said, yeah, when he was born, they misgendered him because they thought he was his clit.
Wow.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
I've never actually seen. I've just heard stories. So
Heard the laughter.
I don't go looking at other dudes' junk, so I don't really
You
know
were
how
here for
they
that
get
conversation, Jerry. Snob's the one that started it, by the way.
there. No, I don't want to
No,
pick.
we don't. Hey, it's bad enough we've had to see you topless. We don't need to see you bottomless too.
But there's no way he'd cut that off in a picture.
Seen one, seen them all.
Is it on the
There's
fence
not a
post?
whole lot to cut off according to Snob.
Dude,
First picture he ever took where it was all there in the frame. Yeah.
Gary just wins the internet for tonight. That was hilarious.
Uh-oh, Moo, I think he's sending you nasty pictures.
What was it? What was it we used to talk about? Donald ducking. What was it when you walk around with a shirt?
Porky Pig.
Porky Pig.
Porky Piggin. Yeah.
What do you mean used to? Moo's Porky
Yeah, what do you
Piggin
mean
right now.
used to? Who do you think Target was selling those swimsuits for?
No, I'm just saying we haven't talked about it in a while. I'm not talking about all the degenerates in the rest of the world. I mean us normal people.
We're only talking about Snob.
He's talking about Shaft.
That was a good one too. I almost spit my tea out.
You know, it really is a shame for you guys to make fun of people like that. You know,
Snob makes fun of himself. We don't have to try real hard.
but man, look, you know, micro penis is a medical condition. You don't just have to make fun of him over it.
I used to be good friends with a guy in school. He's a year older than me, and he's about like Snob. He is like over 6 foot tall and big old boy football player and stuff. We used to call him Mouse. So I can relate to what he's saying there. That was his nickname, is Mouse. Yeah. Oh, family feud going on in Defense Dad's house.
That reminds me of something I saw the other day. You guys know the rules, like in Florida, you can't carry unless you're fishing. You can carry if you're going fishing, though. Well, there's a lot of people on the internet from Florida that, you know, they open carry or whatever and they go fishing, and the cops come every time. Somebody calls the cops. Something comes all the time. And I was watching one the other day, and cops tell you can't do it, and the person's always got to tell them, well, you need to learn the law then, because I do have the right. And they argue. And the cops told him, like, people see that gun on you. You're scaring everybody around here to death. And I started thinking, well, that's funny. It don't scare nobody around here. Maybe they should bring that up to him. You know?
People aren't pussies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, 24 states, it doesn't scare everybody. You know what I mean?
25.
Why so?
25, soon to be 26 because Nebraska just passed it.
Yeah, I see a lot of those videos. There's a dude that used to hang out with us. He hang out on G23 and he'd come on Travis.
Uh-huh.
Florida carry?
Solo
Yeah,
South.
solo yacker.
Yeah, but I see there's a whole slew more of people that go fishing with their guns. And like Jason said, every single time some cop has to get set straight on what the rules are.
Hey, man, but I don't care. Go to hell. I mean, what's the deal? Have you seen what's on the in Florida? I mean, I haven't lived there or been there, but like, you can walk outside your house and there's a fucking alligator or a giant snake or something.
Hmm.
Going to
Yeah.
the fishing hole could be a dangerous fucking
If you-
activity, man. I
go-
mean, my
go-
God, I mean,
Yeah, you go
golfing.
fishing in the
Fishing?
Everglades on Lake Okeechobee these days. You better be carrying a fire.
No shit. Especially like fuck if you walk a dog or something, your dog's a fucking meal to
Mhm.
half the shit running wild around there, and like fuck, who knows what you catch and bring out of the ocean. You,
Yeah.
If it ain't for
Might
the
have to-
animals, the people are pretty scary too.
yeah, you might have to shoot something just to get your hook back or something. You don't know, but
Isn't it in Okeechobee where they got steelhead now too, or whatever they are? Those fish from over in Taiwan with that freaking or not Taiwan, Thailand to get out of the water and chase your ass.
Snakehead.
I think it was
Yeah.
in Florida. It may have been one of the other bayou states, but I'm pretty sure like a week or two ago, somebody caught a world record setting python. It's like 168 pounds, 19 feet long.
Oh yeah, that's small.
Yeah, and they get paid.
Yes,
They
I
get
see.
paid
It's,
to.
it's not small when it's the
Oh
record.
no, that's not. That's the record for the United States. That's actually small for Burmese python. Burmese
but-
pythons get over 20 feet long.
Yeah, but
it-
I'm not too sure if
it's
you
like a
checked the
record
map
for-
recently, but we keep Florida in the United States.
Yes, I know. I'm saying, but that's not a world record. That's a U.S. record for in the wild. But there's larger ones that are in zoos, and if you go over like Burma and stuff, they have found bigger ones than that.
It's
I think they
Myanmar.
found skins for 30, 40 footers, haven't they?
Yeah, there's only two snakes that get bigger than the Burmese python.
Hell,
One's the reticulated python, and the other one is the anaconda.
well, wait a minute. Have you ever seen that photograph of that snake that they believe was over 100 foot long? They photographed it from a fucking airplane. It was a big fucking snake. That was like in the Amazon or something.
Yeah,
No,
they
that
think it
was-
was a really big anaconda.
No, I was sunning myself in the backyard.
Yeah, you wish. See, at least Snob is honest, Moo. Come on now.
Going back to the quick movie motif, Ice Cube and John Boyd in the movie The Anaconda.
Yeah, wasn't Lopez in that too?
J Lo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Snakes on a plane.
You know, I haven't seen snakes on a plane.
I haven't either.
It's
Not real
ridiculous, like Piranha 3D.
Hey, I'm telling you now, that motherfucker back there ain't real.
That woman was that was nuts.
My wife is afraid of flying in an airplane, not a helicopter, but an airplane. And she's afraid of snakes, so we have never seen snakes on a plane. That would be her worst nightmare.
She'll fly in a helicopter?
She has flown as the emergency tech on the Maryland State Police rescue helicopter.
Okay, well, there you go. You had to bring it up, so it sparked the memory. Moo, get your paper down. You
Yeah.
gotta get Sharknado
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever they got.
Sharknado. Those are awesome.
I was thinking of snakes on a helicopter when he was saying that.
That
It
should be the
drifted me
next.
right into like Sharknado.
That should be the next movie.
I just thought about a movie, read Defense Dad's comment, and I forgot what the hell the movie was now.
You're flying outside the plane, but that was like Tom Cruise Mission Impossible.
Oh, it could be a wing walker. Remember you ever see the old movies and stuff with the wing walkers from back in the day?
Well, Tom Cruise's vagina hooks onto the wing like an abalone.
Jimenez tooth?
He uses that Jimenez tooth and the Scientology force.
I was gonna say it was the Scientology that got into it.
His tooth is right in the middle.
Simple Scientology.
Where the hell's roll call with the Jimenez tooth?
Jimenez tooth. Fuck Tom Cruise. Him and his tooth.
You fucking some bitch.
What the hell was he even complaining about Tom Cruise about that night? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Who cares, man? That was epic.
Rants and raves. R.I.P.
That was a while ago too. That was back when Midnight Range was still doing his show.
We've been doing this shit quite a few years, you know.
Uh-huh.
Midnight Range. Is he dead?
I have no idea. He don't
Just
text
shit
people
on-
back, so I don't know.
Yeah, I texted him for like every month for like a year. And he's like, eh.
Last time he returned one of my texts was right before Valentine's Day last year. I remember it was right before Valentine's Day
All right.
because we were going up to Harrisburg for the Great American Outdoor Show.
Yeah.
And I texted him to see if they got the new restaurant open because me and Amy went to go see him and everything. And he's like, yeah, but we're going to be really busy, and I don't know. And that's the last I've heard of him or heard from him.
I guess I can go ahead and fill you guys in on the secret now because it's. I thought you knew. I thought you already knew. Admiral Rachel Levine is actually Midnight Range.
I've seen Midnight Range.
Are
He
you
would
saying
make a
it's
better looking woman
complicated?
than her. Not that I'm saying he would make a good looking woman. But he would make a better looking woman than Rachel Levine.
That's facts. That's facts.
Nicer, way nicer tits.
Okay, who's Rachel Levine?
That crazy guy that Biden made a fake admiral. The fake woman that Biden made a fake admiral.
Oh, I didn't know he made her an admiral, but I think I know who you're talking about. The transgender.
Admiral of the Public Health Service or some silliness.
That's the best part is when if you guys get a few minutes to do a little bit of internet searching for silly stuff, type in just any random country, any random health czar, minister, whoever's in charge of the state health run programs, and just sit back and enjoy, because every one of them is a big fat nasty slob, and most of them are dudes that wear dresses now.
Mm-hmm. Or they're batshit crazy and steal women's luggage.
Yeah, but he wasn't in charge of the health. He was in charge of the nuclear waste stuff.
Yeah, he's still batshit crazy and steals women's luggage.
Facts.
Thor's Axe, going back to the movies out there, says best old war movies. One of the best old war movies is Run Silent, Run Deep. Yes, very good. That's a very good submarine movie. Destination Tokyo is another one. If you like the old submarine movies.
I haven't seen that in ages. Run Silent, Run Deep.
Destination Tokyo. This or was trying to remember. Yeah, Destination Tokyo was a submarine movie. 12 Hours Over Tokyo, or whatever. The one was the one about the Doolittle raid. It's hard to keep track of these things when they give them similar names.
Kelly's Heroes was a good one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't a submarine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But yes, very good movie. No, going back to the 80s. Going back to 80s. Yeah, Dirty Dozen, yeah. Going back to the 80s style movies for submarine warfare. The Hunt for Red October.
Oh, quality movie.
Very good novel, too.
Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Firefox.
Oh, Clint Eastwood.
Uh-huh. Sneaking into the Soviet Union to steal the plane.
I love that one.
Spies Like Us.
We said that out. We said Spies Like Us already.
We did, but that was good timing though.
Well, fine then. Top Secret.
With the cow with the boots on.
Yeah. The Pinto gets hit by the half track and completely blows up.
I loved you in Wall Street. I thought you guys watched that movie.
One we didn't mention earlier was Trading Places.
We did not.
We
Wow.
did. Wow.
How did we not do that?
I thought we did.
Did we?
No,
You said there was one that
we
you
didn't.
heard seen already. Maybe not.
No, we just did the Beverly Hills Cop movies for Eddie Murphy because we didn't even mention 48 Hours.
Oh,
Billy.
Nick, no.
Or another 48 Hours.
Here's your goddamn dinner with a Zag nut.
Roxanne!
Golden Child.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
it was decent. I mean,
I Want the Night.
What
Big
was the
Trouble
one
with
with
Little China.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. What was the one with Chuck Norris and Louis Gossett Jr.?
Oh shit!
I can't remember the name of the movie. It had the native guy that kept moving his eye patch from one eye to the other. What's that? Can't remember the name of the damn movie.
this ain't the movie, but Iron Eagle with Louis Gossett Jr. was pretty good.
Oh yeah, great
The first
soundtrack
one.
in that movie.
The first one.
Yes, the
Iron
first
Eagle
one.
2 sucked.
They always suck.
The Iron Eagle movies got worse and worse as the series went.
There was more than two?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
I
There was
just thought
actually one where Louis Gossett Jr. got a team together of old World War II pilots flying old
that's right.
pop-driven
Yeah.
monoplanes.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
That sounds like Battleship with Rihanna on the 20 millimeter.
Rihanna's in the movie Battleship.
She was in that movie. Smells like herpes.
Thorzak's must have been a
She was in
squid.
the bottom of the boat.
Eating rats.
Bunk to bunk. From bunk to bunk.
You know, she's got to have something.
Firewalker. Thank you, Ozzy.
Damn it, Ozzy, pulling it out.
Ice Pirates, for instance. Ice Pirates was a crazy movie.
What about Buckaroo Banzai?
Oh yeah, that was a weird one too.
Oh, that was on a
That was another John Lithgow one too. John Lithgow made all kinds of crazy movies back in the 80s.
I think that was on a G-Web's movie bracket not too long ago.
Was it?
Oh yeah.
You guys remember the movie 1941?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kamikaze.
totally destroys his house with the anti-aircraft gun.
John Belushi.
The girl that got off by flying in a plane. Tim Matheson, the whole movie's trying to get her to go up in a plane with him.
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Did any of you guys ever see the movie? I forgot what the first one I was thinking of was called. The second one was Rumblefish. And then, darn it, I just had the other one on the tip of my tongue and I forgot what it was.
I've seen Swordfish with Halle Berry's titties hanging out.
Mm-hmm. And Human Claymores.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
Yeah, Thor's accent says he spent 41 years working on submarines. So yeah, he was a squid.
Run Silent, Run Deep. Good thing he didn't go to the Ocean Gate. Oh yeah, Outsiders. Stay gold, Pony Boy.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. This one, the movie I was thinking of was a little bit more obscure.
I thought you mentioned Outsider.
Yeah, we did earlier.
Did we?
Yeah, Moo brought it up.
Damn Socias and Greasers.
Soda Pop, Pony Boy.
Soda Pop.
Cherry. Remember Cherry?
Warriors.
Dally.
Oh yeah, the Warriors. Can you dig it?
Warriors, come out and play. With the glass bottles on his fingers.
Hey, you guys.
The
Goonies.
Speaking of retards,
Matrix, remember when you promised to kill me last? I lied.
He drops him from his ankle.
Yep. You don't weigh much, but my arm is so sore and so tired.
This is my week on.
This is my week on. He's like, Matrix, remember you promised to kill me last? I lied.
You know,
now we shouldn't reference this movie because of the actress that was in it is the name that shall not be mentioned.
But he walks back to the car. Where's Sully? I let him go.
I like when he goes and commandeers her car and rips the seat out.
Uh-huh.
Hey, remember the movie? What was it? Red Heat? Is that what it was?
No, that was Commando.
No, Red Heat. James Belushi was in it.
Oh yeah,
Arnold was the Russian cop that came here.
And they're arguing over which was the more powerful handgun.
Was it Heat or Red Heat or Chicago Heat or something?
Red Heat or something. I think that's what it was.
Oh, the movie Rad with what's those?
The BMX bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Gleaming the Cube. What was the other movie? Pump Up the Volume was a good one too.
Yeah, that's what it was. Remember how I told you I'd kill you last?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did, Matrix, you did. I lied. Something along those lines. Been a while since I've seen that movie. And the fight at the end where him and the villain are fighting, and he throws the steam pipe through. Let off some steam, Bennett.
Total Recall.
Let off some steam.
Yeah, because the pipe goes through him and into the boiler.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was
Total Recall was a good one.
Oh, Bruce Willis and oh shit, who's the other dude in there?
The Last Boy Scout.
Last Boy Scout was good. Yeah, that was him and Damon Wayans.
That movie, that, I can't stand it when it snows. Uh, most of my life, I hated it when it snowed. As I'm at the job I'm at now, we plow snow, so when it snows, I don't really care because I'm in one spot doing what I do. But I used to tell my friend, the guy who I live with now, for 20 years, ever since we saw that movie, if it goes all winter without snowing, I'll dance a jig in the middle of the street.
Oh,
Look to
God.
Florida, man.
I would repeat that all winter long until it would start snowing. No, I'd be like, all right, never mind.
John Malkovich. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh, Red, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was that? The other chick, Helen Mirren. She was the
Uh-huh.
sniper. That was a great movie, man.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I
What
haven't
was-
seen the sequel though, but that sequel is supposed to have been pretty good too.
Oh,
Red
yeah.
Two?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
What was the name of the movie that Justin Timberlake was in? And they, him and his boys kidnapped the rival drug dealer's little brother and killed him, and then all of them went to prison for life. It was based on a true story, I think.
No idea.
Oh man, I'll have to-
Doesn't even sound familiar.
it's pretty good.
Are we going to include TV movies in here? Because I want to say Kenny Rogers as the
Okay.
gambler.
Was it off time? In time? Or hang on. Now I gotta Google it. Son of a bitch.
No, that's not it.
What was the one with?
Alpha Dog. The movie's called Alpha Dog.
Okay, I've heard of
Oh,
the movie. but I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
what it was
yeah.
about.
No, that was a good movie.
I remember the name of the movie, but I had no idea what it was about. No. What was the one with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence where they went to prison?
Coming to America. Oh no, you're thinking of you're thinking of the other one, Stir Crazy.
No, that was Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah,
Martin and
this
Eddie
was
did
Eddie
that.
Murphy and Martin Lawrence. It was like
Yeah.
Life or something like that.
Yeah.
It was
Martin
like an
Lawrence.
older days, old.
Yeah, it was like
Fashion
in the
type.
20s or something.
That movie was called Life. Yeah.
Any which way but up with Richard Pryor. When his wife stuck a dildo up his ass.
Stir Crazy was Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
Was
That
that
was-
Serpentine? You run Serpentine?
Silver Streak with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. The most iconic scene with a white dude doing blackface outside of Tropic Thunder.
Did you guys like The Producers?
Which version?
The Mel Brooks movie.
Yeah, which version?
Pretty good one.
they did a remake of it.
We can pretty much always count for the rest of my life. I'm never talking about a remake of anything. So just clarify that.
Well, I've seen both versions. The original is better, but they were both actually good. Thorsax brings up, "Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead."
Good movie.
Dishes are done, dude.
I don't know. I stand to differ about a good movie because that came out and it was like what Christina Applegate's like first movie or something from coming off.
Yeah,
of
something like that. Yeah.
the Married with Children, and she didn't show nothing. Wasn't no
Bitch.
boobs, wasn't no ass, there wasn't no fucking nothing. That movie sucks.
Well, how about,
Jason rates movies based on
Gotta
the
have
minimal
great
nude
experience.
scenes.
how about Adventures in Babysitting?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth Shue.
Mhm,
Oh my goodness, yes, sir.
That was a good movie.
mhm.
There's another movie that she was in much later, and she was like a prostitute. Man, I can't
Leaving Las
remember
Vegas
the. Yeah, yeah,
with Nick Cage.
yeah. Boy, she had a foul mouth in that movie, boy.
She was the girlfriend in Karate Kid Part 1, right?
Nobody
Yeah.
leaves this place without singing the blues.
Yeah, and the Karate Kid Part 2 starts off where she dumped him.
What's the Samuel Jackson movie with the that real pretty Hispanic girl that's not the one that Joe Biden was just feeling up? And
Wow, that covers a lot of territory, man.
what's the guy's name that does the Stay Alive dance? John Travolta. They were in a military movie.
Oh, the General's daughter?
No. It was one where John Travolta came in because he was supposed to investigate. And
Yeah, I know.
female,
They came out, that and the General's daughter came out at the same time, and I always get the names mixed up.
yeah, he had the female lawyer chick with him.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. He was a CID investigator. Or
Yeah,
something yeah,
dang, I can't think of that.
can't either. But he was an investigator in both those movies, and they both came out about the same time.
Basic.
Basic, yeah.
And of course, if I'm going to say basic, I always have to say Instinct with Anthony Hopkins and Cooper Gooding Jr.
Ozzy says 10.
Oh, Bo.
If you're going to say 10,
Adam.
you got to say Arthur as well.
No, you say 10, you gotta say Bo Derek.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as Dudley Moore movies.
Oh yeah, Arthur. That was really, really good.
What, man, that was like, imagine being an actor or whatever in your new role. You're getting paid millions to be a drunk.
Yeah, a drunk who never aged beyond the age of 12.
Missed my shot by like 20 years.
Where do I sign?
That's right. Brewster's
Here's a good
Million.
movie we didn't bring up. Action Jackson.
Oh yeah.
You didn't bring
Predator.
up Porky's.
Oh, Porky's 1 and 2, yeah.
We brought up Schwarzenegger movies. You just brought up Carl Weathers. We never mentioned Predator.
Oh shit. Or Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Not one of those Porky's movies was ever nominated for an Academy Award. Do you believe it?
Well, yeah.
Fucking racist. Systemic racism.
Well, old what's-her-face probably could have won for her ability to howl.
Oh, Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
Lassie.
I'm telling you now, that motherfucker back there's got a mole on it.
I can identify that little pecker anyway.
You little perverts.
Raising
George X, you weren't here. We had already discussed Terry Garr, brother.
One of the funniest movie scenes I ever saw.
H.I. Madonna. Hi. Raising Arizona. That is a good one. Yes, sir.
Ozzy brings up Red Dawn.
What was the movie with he's the new Willie Nelson, and he played White Man Can't Jump. I used to have
Huh?
Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson. And he had that one young chick, and they went around killing everybody.
Oh, I hated that movie.
Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hated that movie.
Oh, Julia.
Julia, shit. the hell's her name?
Julia Psycho.
Juliette
Pinky, but
Lewis.
she-
Yeah, Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis. Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn. She was
Julio and Juliet.
I watched Dust Till Dawn today.
Selma Hayek. So hot.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
with the snake.
Well, there were a lot of hot women in that movie. Until they all started turning into vampires. They weren't the hot vampires. They were the ugly, nasty-looking alien vampire things.
Yeah, but Selma Hayek, was she pretty fucking hot in that? God damn.
Yeah, I'm not saying she wasn't. Did I say she
Goddamn.
wasn't? I do not recall saying that she wasn't.
Yeah, that one deserves a good goddamn on that one.
That's good, goddamn. And you know she's fucking crazy as fuck.
What did you guys think of the? Okay, hold on, wait a second. 'Cause now I'm about to catch myself, and Rich is gonna. Oh, gotcha.
Uh-oh.
The remake versions of Ocean's 11, so not the Frank Sinatra,
The first one was
Rat Pack version, but the
the
George
first
Clooney.
one. Yeah, the first one with George Clooney and Brad Pitt on that was pretty good. I didn't really like the sequels they did.
I didn't really care for those Oceans movies.
Ozzy says,
Brad Pitt kind of person.
Ozzy was talking about Dukes of Hazzard, and my boss, just randomly, he'll come up to me and go, "I got something in my undercarriage."
Sounds like Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, you get talking about Selma Hayek. Desperado with Antonio Banderas. She was pretty hot in that one too.
Dude.
What was the movie with Gene Hackman and the girl shot him at the end? They had the gunfight in town.
Oh, with
Oh,
Oh,
Quick and the Dead.
Too. Quick
yeah,
and the
Quick
Dead.
and the Dead.
yeah, Quick and the Dead.
That's a good movie. So's the remake for remake movies. A good one is 310 to Yuma.
yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
I watch that every time in time too.
Faust says the Sinatra version of Ocean's 11 had a better ending. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's about my favorite Russell Crowe movie right there. 310 to Yuma might be. He was better than that even than the Quick and the Dead.
Yeah, there was a young Leonardo DiCaprio in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basketball Dreams. Was that the movie he was in where him and all his friends were heroin addicts?
I don't know.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, let me go look that up real quick. That movie's fantastic.
I remember DiCaprio got his start playing a drunk kid on that 180s sitcom, Growing Pains.
What do you the movie after Titanic? I wouldn't even get into Titanic. It sucks so bad. But wasn't he on some movie and like they were on like a fucking deserted island or something, and he found a whole fucking field of fucking weed and shit.
The Cove or the Island or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was called Beaches with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, it was something along those lines.
Catch Me If You Can was fantastic.
Yeah, Catch Me If You
Oh,
Can.
that was great.
Basketball Diaries is the one where him and there's a couple of other famous guys. One of them is Mark Wahlberg, and they're all real good basketball players for like some preppy school in New York City, and then they all become drug addicts. So this is when he was like real young, probably like the growing pains time.
Yeah, I think it was called The Beach when they were looking for all the weed.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen if you ever watched Growing Pains, like it was the last or next to last season where he joined the cast, and he was like this homeless kid that they took in, and he was an alcoholic or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Here was a decent movie back in the day. Remember the movie Colors?
Colors.
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 Colors. Colors.
Robert Duvall and Sean Penn.
And he got shot at the end and shit.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Dangerous Minds. Was that the movie? Where she
Oh,
was
Yeah,
she's
the
a
one where
school
she's a
teacher?
teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a hottie. That's why I brought up Tequila Sunrise. That was a good one.
And,
No,
and,
hell's
and when she was Catwoman.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Scarface, man. Come on. She was even younger then.
Oh, I just
Okay,
watched.
Quaaludes, Should Love Me in the Morning.
Huh?
Said a couple of Quaaludes and Should Love Me in the
Oh,
Morning.
yeah. Say hello to my little friend.
Get the yayo.
Good Lord, we've been going for almost 3 hours, and mostly all we've talked about is movies.
The only thing we talked about was movies.
Yeah. Then briefly, we made fun of Snob.
Yeah, and then he left. He's no fun.
Just think you wanted to talk about Andrew Tate tonight.
And
I forgot all about that.
What did I miss?
Oh, he went on Tucker and lied his ass off.
Oh, Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
Oh, he lies? Oh no.
Yeah. Who would have thunk it, right, man?
But he was I bet you he was all about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, one of the things he said was that he's not charged with any sex crimes.
But he
That's all
was.
the indictment is.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he says he's charged because he got some women to do TikTok videos and took their TikTok money.
Whatever, dude.
Uh-huh.
Go fuck yourself.
Anyway.
apparently not for free. You got to pay for that shit.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Kids 12 and under eat for free.
What? In this context, Jason, that is an awful weird comment to make.
It just came to your brain.
Talking about Andrew Tate, and then you say kids 12 and under eat free. That's
That was Jason's way of segueing into talking about Joe Biden.
no, that's kids 12 and under get sniffed for free.
Yeah, just sniffing around there. That's all.
Under Biden, it's kids 12 and under get crack for free.
He's gonna be pissed.
Well, only if it's his niece. You know, some exceptions apply, and that exception being it has to be his niece.
Yeah. She ain't good enough for her own family. She ain't good enough for ours.
Man, he's got to be pissed that he dropped his bag of dope in the West Wing.
More than once, apparently, because they found more drugs apparently this past week.
You know, can you imagine getting back to your hotel room going, "What the fuck's my dope?
Where's my coke, man?"
God damn, I just needed 2 or 3 more bumps.
It's pretty bad when you got to watch the news to find out where you left your dope, man. Oh,
Twice.
yeah.
Not even once, but twice.
The next morning, you're like, damn it. That's where it is. Calls up his dad. He goes, Dad.
I left my coke at the White House.
Bring me
Well,
my
let me
dope.
go check the fridge. No, Dad, not that coke.
It's in the egg crate. Check my
Back
sock
in little
drawer.
Ziploc bags.
Check my sock drawer and my penny loafers. And then Joe goes, I got to go check some shoes for some microwave.
All right, I gotta go get some ice cream.
and lick this 3-year-old girl's shoulder. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, the mother just lets him post. The kid gets like all pissed off.
Oh, and he's like licking her fucking shirt. I'm like, good God.
And the
fuck.
mother just stands there
Christ.
with a smile on her face and then lets him sniff her. It's like, what the fuck?
See, man.
If that were my kid and Biden did something like that, he'd be picking his teeth up off the ground.
See, this
Secret
is
Service or no.
this is like how much more obvious I mean, none of us planned on it. It just happened. But like, this country's doomed, and there's no saving it. There's none of us gonna be ultimate patriots and take this country back. The simple fact that dude is in the office and we ain't done nothing about getting rid of him just sums it up. We're doomed. I
Watch,
mean, like,
watch. He's going to be reelected.
I know it. I mean, like, he's a kid weirdo. Weird Waldo, we know that for sure. He's corrupt. He's an idiot. He's a betrayer of this country. He's like Alzheimer's that don't remember. I mean, like, there's a million reasons why we should have kicked him out of that job already, but we've done nothing. Nothing.
Puppets are puppets.
Our bastard put it pretty good last week. He said the Democrats are the ones cutting your heads off, but the Republicans are the one holding your head still while they hold the sword. Something like that. Basically, he said the Republicans are going to hold your head while the Democrats cut it off.
I don't disagree with that.
Defense Dad said, Dad, I hit it next to your Corvette again.
Yeah. It's in that hanging file bin we got out there.
Yeah, it's right next to the files that you stole from the White House when you were vice president.
But we'll indict Trump 3 times. Whatever.
You know, actually, be fair's fair. I really don't think that cocaine was Hunter Biden's. It was obviously someone else's. Like, they keep saying about where it was and all that. Like, he's not just somebody at the White House. He's fucking Hunter Biden. He's not like limited to like access to this room or that area.
Well, the room that was at was the Situation Room.
Yeah, but
where they found it the first time.
He's got access to the fucking royal fucking bathroom. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to go.
Wait a second.
And it ain't like mom and dad don't know that he's fucking got a habit or something.
Yeah,
he don't have to go hide someplace and leave it.
That's the point, man. The Situation Room ain't just some place.
Right, but you guys, the problem in all of this is pure speculation. Because they lied about where it was found more than one time. So we don't know if it was found on the top of the Oval Office desk. We don't know if it was found out in the parking lot now. Anything that they tell us now is a lie, and you can't believe it. So
I tend to go with the first answer, which generally speaking, usually when somebody's caught doing something, the first answer is the truth. That's one of the things you learn when you take investigation classes and whatnot. In the first place, they said they found it was the Situation Room.
Well, look, man, that could have been there forever. That could have been from fucking Trump. We don't know. That Mike Pence guy, man, I never fucking trusted him. That could have been his blow, buddy.
Yeah, who could
have
have
the vice president's shit. So.
Elvis could have dropped that 75 years ago when he was visiting Richard Nixon.
Yeah, but in a situation like that, where something like that's found and the first place where they say that something was found is usually where it was found at. And then oh no, we can't say it was found there. And that's when they go into panic mode and try and say, no, we misspoke and it was actually found in this place. You know, once the cover up starts to get rolled out.
Oh please! I think it's a bunch of to do about nothing. Like that ain't the first fucking time fucking Coke
No,
was
it's
in the
just
White
funny as
House.
hell.
Come on.
It's just funny as hell when we know about Hunter Biden's history and the fact that they keep trying to say that Hunter is all straight laced and all this other shit. And then they give him a deal to where even if they find out now because of the deal, he can't be charged with it anyway. It's like,
It's
and
just
then just he happens to be at the White House and they just happen to find cocaine after he leaves.
it's just another example of the ritual of humiliation that they're putting us through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Trump. Trump is getting indicted again for denying the election. And you can go on YouTube and see a 3 hour long montage of from the year 2000 to the last election we had.
Yeah, 2000 was the worst case because 2000 they refused to let it go to the point where they were in court up to the day before inauguration trying to stop it.
Hillary Clinton said a couple months ago that she knows that the Republican Party has a plan to steal the 2024 election. Yet, she didn't say, here's the plan, so let's go foil it. She just said she knows what their plan is.
Mm-hmm.
So denying elections is what, but nobody cares because they deny elections. It looks the same thing. Donald Trump's got illegal papers. Oh my gosh, he's selling nuclear secrets. And then we find out that a bunch of hooey. And then 10 seconds later, oh, Joe Biden, Mike Pence, everybody else on the planet's actually got a whole bunch of illegal documents. Nobody cares about that.
No. And everything that was found with Trump was a lot of that was mistakenly taken, that he was already cooperating with them to return it, which is how they found out he had it in the first place. Because he told them, oh, I found this and we got to return this to you. And a lot of that was declassified by Trump before he left office.
Obama took a bunch and they said, hey, give that back. And he said, no.
There's a lot of that shit that's in the presidential libraries.
None of that stuff. Bring it back to what is going to actually affect us. And the little shop owner that shot a guy who was trying to kill him goes to jail. Then in the same city on the same block, the gangbanger is randomly shooting people down the streets, and he gets out with no bail. So there's just another example of.
Dude.
What is it they say? They lie to us. We know they're lying to us. They know we know we're lying to us, yet they keep lying to us, and we keep letting them. There you go.
And we'll have to end on that note because we're preaching the 3 hour mark. I don't know why I just busted into a Cockney English accent for no reason. So let's stop doing that.
What'd you say? You got cockjaw?
Cockney, the London accent from the Whitechapel area of London where Jack the Ripper was going around killing prostitutes.
Spotted dick.
Jack the Ripper, you say?
Throw another pile of fags on the fire.
Jack the Ripper, yes, Governor, Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
Jason,
sounds like a jolly good time to me.
Yeah, jolly good show, old chaps. Yes.
Yeah, come on,
Jason,
now,
is there anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No. Fuck the redcoats.
Fuck China.
Hey, man, my family were redcoats. I take exception to that.
Yeah, I
then
think
you
my
owe us
family was
reparations,
redcoats,
then,
too.
Rich.
Yeah.
No, you owe us reparations because you stole our country from us.
No, you made us shoot you, so you owe us for all that powder we had to dump in
Hey,
your
I didn't put that gun in your hand. All right. Thanks for coming on, Jason. Anything you want to get off your chest before we get out of here?
For sticking with the British motif, it's on toast.
No, it's an open-faced grilled cheese.
It's on toast.
Hey, be quiet or I'll put mac and cheese on it too.
Yum.
Talk to me, Squid.
Everybody wants to elbow bump. Fuck you!
right. Thanks for coming on, Kingpin. As always. Moo, what about you?
Cheerio, love. I want some bangers and mash, please.
Oh man, those are good. Bangers and mash is wholesome. God, now I'm going to Australian. Just what the hell? Oh, anyway.
Oh,
Thanks
man.
for jumping on, Moo.
Had a good time, man. It was like movie night.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Good to see you.
Yeah, fun show. Thanks for jumping on. But you, Gary.
Hello, Governor.
Hello.
Oh,
What's this, Snake?
I do rightly know. Oh, shit. We've just about slayed everything tonight, I think, so. Maybe we'll do other stuff later this next week.
Maybe.
Maybe. No promises. Maybe.
Who knows? Go buy coffee.
This was a hell of a show, though, for the part I remember anyway.
All right, man. Hopefully your tooth area starts feeling better.
Well, it's already starting to feel better.
Did you just take a painkiller?
I'm allowed to have alcohol now.
What?
I'm past my 48-hour.
The faster everybody goes to sleep, the sooner you can wake up and have a warm, creamy cup of blackout coffee.
That's right.
Gary doesn't even drink alcohol.
And because Gary is not allowed to drink alcohol, he can Irish that coffee.
That's right. Well, it's medicinal.
Yes, it's medicinal. Put a little Kahlua in there, maybe some Jameson.
I wish I had some.
Ooh, Jameson.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, man, even though you were probably in pain for a good bit of it. But
Yeah, I survived.
yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Had fun.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
It
Goofed
was.
around a little bit. Talked a little serious, not a whole lot.
It's quite a hoot.
Make sure you go watch the movie At Close Range. Kind of suffered through the Madonna did the soundtrack for it, but other than that, it's a fantastic movie and it's a true story.
Yeah, that's what her and Sean Penn were all banging.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bye, Felicia.
They was married at one time.
Oh yeah, he was digging it in there big time.
Now she says she's a lesbian. I guess it's because she realized,
Because
oh my God, I fucked Sean Penn.
She's a material girl.
Can I mention something real quick before we go, so the internet knows this? Don't forget that Sean Penn was the last person to talk to El Chapo before the feds snatched him up. Remember that out there, cartel people. Listening to this.
Snitcher.
He was in that movie Bad Boys.
Oh, plus he's friends with that Zelensky guy over in Ukraine.
Yeah, just like Dennis Rodman. Wait, no, that was
That's
Kinder.
North Korea.
Same thing.
Wait, that didn't work out too well.
No.
No, Zelensky doesn't wear those big-ass hats.
I need a
He
big hat.
just plays piano with his dick.
I need a big hat. Who doesn't have big hats?
You ever notice those military hats over in North Korea are about twice the normal size of everybody else?
But seriously,
They got
have you guys
bigger
ever
sun.
seen the clip from Zelensky when he was doing stand-up comedy and he had a partner that he worked with doing stand-up, and one of their routines was where they were supposed to be playing piano with their dicks.
Did you see the music video that he made? That he had the makeup on and he was wearing the skin tight like glitter outfit?
No, I did not.
Yeah, the dude, yeah. Uh-huh.
It makes it even better.
And you know what? Hey, Zelensky, I know you're listening. We're giving you billions and billions and billions of dollars. Would you please go buy an expensive suit? Please.
Yeah, right.
Watching this shit.
You come over here, you
You
get
shop
in
at TJ
the
Maxx.
hospital building, you show up in cargo pants and a fucking t-shirt. Fucking wear a suit, you son of a bitch.
Hey, do you know what's prettier than roses on a piano?
2 lips on my instrument.
Yeah, 2 lips on an organ.
There you go.
And on that note,
That'd be a good place to end it, Rich.
yes, we will bid you all good night and have a safe week. We are out of here.